Howdy, everybody. We are here. We're a little bit late.
My fault. My fault.
Larry had some things with work this time of year, so not a problem. Fault is not an issue. But we're glad to be here. We are playing our favorite heroes.
To play the most fun in Marvel Champions.
Most fun.
Not my favorite hero in the Marvel cinematic or comic universe.
Correct.
My favorite to play in this game.
Yeah, so we're coming off the last couple weeks where we played the Rise of Red Skull campaign on Heroic, and we had some ups and downs and some really far downs, and we just decided that we wanted to move on in terms of all that. We may still come back and play those villains on Heroic, or maybe play the campaign, but next week we want to show off Kang, so we're going to get that in hand and be able to play Kang. Yep. And then we'll figure out what we're going to do with Marvel Champions going forward, because there's definitely a lot of other games that we want to show off to people. So
yeah, I'm definitely, I love this. Obviously, I can play this all the time, but I'm jonesing for showing others some of the fun stuff that's out there.
So I may take over some solo play, so we still have some Marvel Champions on the channel. We'll definitely play Marvel Champions once a month as the new stuff gets released. So we'll keep doing that, but we're not sure that we're going to keep it every week. But still, join us Thursdays at 6 or whatever it happens to be.
Whatever time it is right now.
In terms of all that, in terms of everything. Hello, I'm glad you can hear us out there. Thanks for joining and whatnot. So you should hide your hero.
Okay.
So nobody knows who you have yet.
I can't see the screen on that computer thing you have there, so I don't know.
Not quite. You should just flip it upside down.
Okay. Flip it upside down.
There we go.
Okay.
So we'll go down to the table here, and I've laid out, all of the heroes. So these are all the heroes we have to date. These are the 5 that came in the core box. These are kind of 4 that were released. Did it go this way? Was Strange before
Black Widow?
Black Widow? I don't remember.
It was.
Okay. I don't actually remember that. Maybe not. 4 were released before COVID, right? And then 4 have been released since, these 2 in the recent box. So we don't remember which way all of these went. Look, I could tell that you sleeved this one because I always sleeve them the other way.
Yeah, I don't know why. That's interesting.
I guess I put the weird, hard to see on the, like if I'm going to have the hero side up more often, I make it the side that's easier to see.
Oh, interesting.
So there's that. So these are all of our heroes, and we kind of talked through. So initially, I think Captain Marvel was my favorite in the initial box.
And I think in the initial box, my favorite to play was Iron Man.
Okay.
And I would argue with anyone out there who would like to pleasantly argue that those are probably 2 of the 3 or 4 best, not favorite to play, but best heroes to play in the game.
Sure.
So we were going to do this, but then we decided, let's go with something we enjoy playing, favorite fun.
Yep. So it's amazing. Remember how maligned She-Hulk was in the original box? Like, oh, She-Hulk doesn't work. Gamma Slam is tricky. A 4 hand size. I hope they don't do that with any more heroes. And then Thor and Hulk came out. And now She-Hulk is like awesome. Everybody's like, yeah. So good. She
has her places.
Yeah.
You know, there's things where she worked for us in Rhino Heroic 3.
Yeah, this was our Rhino Heroic 3, which we never got on film, but we did do that. So our pairing was these 2 ladies from the original box. So yeah, then this series of heroes came out, and obviously Cap is just a beloved hero.
Love Cap.
He's probably the best solo hero in the game, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to argue with that.
The ability to attack for 2 to take out a minion, stand up, and then thwart for 2 to kind of, like, it just feels like he's all around useful. And then Strange came out, and Strange, look at this one's backwards too. Maybe I did it. And Strange has probably been considered the strongest hero. People really say that was the one where they were afraid everybody got too powerful.
But again, he has very specific weaknesses, you know, and I think one of them for Strange is dealing with a lot of minions.
Right.
He does not deal with a lot of minions well. It's not to say you can't, and you could, you know, obviously you could take him and go aggression and take melee and take some other stuff, but naturally he doesn't deal well with minions. He doesn't have a high life total, though he has higher than, you know, some. But yeah, but I definitely, I think he's in the top 3 along with Captain Marvel.
Yeah. There you go. So it's interesting with Hulk and Thor because I've really found that if you play a slower deck and you build them up and you use, like Lockjaw to kind of hold things down, that second time you go through their deck, they're great. They're awesome. It's just that trick of feeling like I'm Hulk, I want to come out smashing, but instead I have to build everything up. And a lot of people would argue, well, you're just building up because your hand size is reduced. If your hand size wasn't reduced, you wouldn't have to do the build up.
Well, I mean, and both Thor and Hulk, I think, are very... Thor's a good character. Hulk, I don't mind the 4-hand size. I think people get put off by the 4-hand size. That really doesn't bother me because you can mitigate the hand size. What bothers me is Hulk having to discard his hand in hero form. Because first of all, one of his best cards in the deck wants you to stay in hero form. He does not want to flip back down to Banner. However, when you do that, you lose that upgrade, you get your hand size back. But I don't flip to Banner for the hand size. I flip to Banner to save a card in my hand I don't want to discard. And his kit is literally all 3 cost.
Right.
So him being 4 hand size is enough of a handicap, but, discarding the card is just brutal. And all of his action cards are 3. His upgrade cards are 1s and 2s. But again, with a 4 hand size with Hulk, you could play a 3 and nothing else. You could play 2 1s. Or you could play a 2 and have a card that you don't want to discard, right? Like a 2
well,
and
of course,
a 0,
unless you draw the 3 punches, which makes me wonder if they'd put a third one of these in. How would that have been? Right. Of course, my thing that I feel like they really missed an opportunity was making Hulk immune to stun.
Oh, God, yeah.
Because then exhaustion would still be just as brutal, but you generally have to get exhausted by an effect, right? You don't. I guess you get stunned by an effect too, but you get my point.
Well, that's the other
but I feel
thing.
like if they made him immune to stun, that would have been really awesome.
And a lot of what makes Hulk good is the basic swing. Right. Which, so if he's stunned or exhausted,
yeah, there's no basic swing.
I mean, I love the character of the Hulk. I would argue that the Hulk is the weakest character out of this grouping.
Yep. So then we got our box, and these 2 came out, and people were obviously excited for Hawkeye. The prospect of building with 2 aspects with Spider-Woman has been pretty awesome. I've seen some pretty cool decks coming about. I feel like in the end, after playing these 2 a bunch, I feel like Hawkeye is the stronger character, but Spider-Woman can be amazing support because, again, you get that versatility. She can do anything. And this, people are always asking what's the best card in the game. It's pretty close to Pheromones. Stun and Confuse. Now, again, in solo, that's huge. Unbelievable. It's like
3 or 4
free turns.
It's still good, but it's not. I feel like she gets better. Yeah, I mean, she's fun to play. I think Hawkeye is close to getting into the top tier. I think he's up there with Black Panther and Spider-Man, as far as, how good he is. Spider-Woman, I feel, is more in line with Thor and She-Hulk and Miss Marvel and Black Widow and stuff.
Hawkeye plays how I feel like I would want it to play as Hulk. Like, obviously he's shooting arrows, so not thematically, but just like 3 damage here, ready, now done to the 3 damage, and then I can save up these punches to be able to, like, I don't know, it doesn't make sense. It's perfectly thematic for Hawkeye, but it's like that damage output that you're doing where it's like 3 damage, 4 damage, 6 damage. Feels like I'd rather have that. I mean, it makes sense to have Hulk do 1 big smash, but when it doesn't work, then it's kind of like...
Well, and what's interesting about it, too, is She-Hulk has Gamma Slam, which could be a good card. It's definitely a card thematically that fits so well with Hulk. Hulk gets stronger the more damage he takes, the madder he gets. And he really doesn't have a card in his kit that represents that.
That's a good point.
Which was kind of surprising to me.
She's got the Gamma Slam for doing that. Yeah, exactly.
And again, if she had 2 Gamma Slams, she'd be a completely different conversation because...
Yeah, well, she's even got the split personality, which is so good, where you can attack, flip over, come back, deal even just the damage she deals when she flips is phenomenal, in terms of all that. So then let me ask you the next question. Which is your favorite upcoming hero? Who are you most excited about?
Oh, man.
Announced. Let's do the 6 announced.
So remind me the 6 announced.
So we've got...
Ant-Man and Wasp.
Yep, Ant-Man and Wasp, Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, Rocket Groot. We can only imagine after that that it's
I would
Star-Lord,
say
Gamora.
For me, based thematically on how I think they'll play, it'll be a toss-up between Rocket and Scarlet Witch.
Okay.
I think Groot's going to be boring. I'm predicting that. I fear with Groot they're going to miss the mark like they did with Hulk. As far as Hulk could have had so many other things we talked about. Once you flip to his heroic side, can't flip, right? All these different things that could have made sense thematically that just didn't work out. And I worry with Groot, presumably they're not going young Groot versus old. I don't know. There is no alter ego for Groot. So
yeah, I mean, he grows. He gets those counters on him.
Right, but I'm just curious. Have they showed what he does?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't. I apologize.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
check
it's okay,
spoilers.
it's okay.
So what's his alternate ego side?
It's been a
young
little while
Groot and
because,
then-
they released it at, like, the online Gen Con. But it was, no, I don't think so.
Because he has them.
Yeah, that's a good point. What is he, Groot, and what else on the other side?
I don't know, and
don't even
that's what
remember.
I'm wondering. He would have been a great character to be the first one that doesn't flip, right, or something. But who knows?
Yeah. So, I mean, hands down, mine is Rocket. I mean, I've just been waiting for Rocket.
mean-
that's my character. That's my
But
favorite
what's interesting
hero.
to me is they did Hawkeye, and Hawkeye thematic, the way Hawkeye plays feels to me like how Rocket will play, to some extent.
Well, he's gonna have like
Tech
tech
and
equipment. Yeah. What I said, what I thought would be awesome, I told you, is if he had parts, and you could assemble parts to make, like if he had a set aside group of 6 items you could build, and you get these parts, and it's almost like your resource cards have parts on them for him. And then, you discard his parts. So if you discard a bullet chamber and a target scope and a
that would be
computer,
cool.
then you could put this in. So you kind of pick what you want
So
to
they
be
might
able to
have
put
a
into
card
play.
that's just called parts, right, or
Right.
scrap parts. I got to tell you, and this is just me, and I know, and I'm one of those ones who've read the comics, so I don't confuse the MCU with the game, but I know that some things are being released based on the popularity of the MCU. Man, there needs to be an eyeball in Rocket's deck, and it's got to be a card you can only play on a.
Yeah.
It's probably got a good resource cost, so that if you're playing solo, it's not a wasted card. But one of the things I love. I'm sorry, I'm on a tangent, but in that first movie, he wanted the leg and he wanted this, and you're like, what is he doing? And then he wanted the eyeball, and you're like, that's so stupid. And then all of a sudden, there's a use for the eyeball. They knew there was going to be a use for the eyeball, right? They weren't going to have Thor for the rest of the MCU have one eye, and Rocket had an eyeball to give him. So I hope there's an eyeball card in the Rocket.
That would be great. Nice. Yeah. I mean, I'm just so excited for that. Honestly, I'm excited for Ant-Man and Wasp. That's going to be cool. It sounds like they're going to release together because it was supposed to be Ant-Man with Kang this month, which is next week, October. But they're pushing that off. But people aren't excited for the fold-out card because they just think functionally it's annoying or the card's going to get right in their mind. It's not going to work.
It's going to be cool.
I think that's awesome. I'm so excited for the whole tiny and giant and change.
Well, and again, I'm not, if I'm either an independent person out there or if I'm Fantasy Flight, just make a big card as a prize support or as a promo or something. Just make a big card, and then people, you got your big card, get a big sleeve, you bring it over when you want to go there. Otherwise, you have your other two. I mean, it's not that, I don't think it's the
people
end of the
already
world.
started printing out their own.
I mean, it's going to be
here's
fine.
the hero with the 2 sides, and here's the little mini card for when they go tiny. Because that is a cool idea when they go tiny to make a small card.
Right.
But I mean, again, it's a lot there. So there's one card that got spoiled yesterday because they played Ant-Man and Wasp on the Fantasy Flight stream. And so your power of cards, right? So there's it's like the hero in all of us, or we're all something in all of us. It is a basic card that gives you 2 resources towards playing basic cards.
When you say basic, you mean?
It's a neutral card.
Okay.
And it gives you, so it's this, but it's almost like the power of basicness.
So that's great with Nick Fury, Avengers Mansion.
All those cards are going to be in play so much more.
Hellcarrier.
But the question is, will you be over-resourced in your deck? How often will you draw
too many resources.
a hand with 4 resource cards and you can't play everything? But I was like, wow, to me, that shakes up the game.
But is it it's still a single resource to play a non-basic?
Correct.
It's a double resource to play a basic.
Yeah, but basically you can have 4 of these in every deck, right?
2 and 2.
2 and 2. So, kind of interesting. All right, so we're going to play our favorite heroes, and we're going to pick some matchups. I already secretly picked the first matchup we're going to play here. We're just going to play on expert mode, which I know for some people is even, we're not doing heroic anything, etc. for tonight, so it's kind of relaxing. So my favorite hero to play is Miss Marvel. So I'm going to play as Miss Marvel, and I'm going to go protection. Larry's favorite hero to play is
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange, and I think you've got your deck going over there, right? So
6
we'll set
cards
these
over,
aside,
just
and
like-
we are going to fight Zola.
What did I say Strange's weakness was?
Minions.
Minions. And what does Zola have a lot of?
Minions.
Oh, awesome.
So,
He picked Zola knowing I was going to take
100%.
Strange.
well, we didn't get to Zola when we were doing Heroic, so I figured it was worth showing off
That's
Zola
fine.
in terms of all that. So that's my plan there. All right, I haven't built my deck yet, so
Does he have tough? Does he get any tough at all?
not a ton. I'm sure he has cards that make him tough.
Or do minions get
Minions
tough?
have tough.
Alright,
The
I'll keep
ultimate bioservants have tough in there. So I've got to think about what events I want to be able to play with Miss Marvel here. I don't need a vest. That's
My
for
deck was
sure.
built not knowing about Zola. I have not seen Miss Marvel play protection yet. This is
here
gonna
we
be
go.
Interesting.
You get ready.
Doesn't she only have 1 defense to start?
Yeah. I'm
So
not
you're
actually
blocking for-
defending.
Okay. Now everyone on stream seeing what I deal with playing with you as my partner. I'm building a protection deck, but I'm not going to actually protect anybody.
Nope.
Are you going for the stuns? What's the strategy?
Yeah, stuns are probably a big part of it here. I mean, honestly, it's just building up Miss Marvel. What makes her so good to me is just she comes with big hands and sneak by, right? And she's got 3 of each, and you just can deal damage and remove threat, like, totally effectively. So it's really her kit that's just so good.
So let me ask a rules question for specifically someone like her, and I've thought about it for Strange as well, but can you not put an aspect in? Can you play all neutral?
Yeah, I think technically you would be picking one, which we haven't seen in the game, but imagine there was something that said, like if you flipped a card that said, based on the aspect of your hero, do such and such. Of course, they don't really have that because it wouldn't work for, what's her name? Spider-Woman.
All right.
So I don't know that we'll see a whole bunch of that. All right. So, yeah, I'm going to go with a bunch. I mean, Tackle is one of the ones I really want to do.
Such a great card.
It is interesting that the biggest part of this game for non-scaling is the 1 stun, 1 confuse. Like, for whatever reason they went with that, which means that's where 4 players just so much harder. You know, they must have decided that people were going to be able to do a lot better.
But at the same time, 4-player gets easier because you have more people that can do more things, protect each other, and, you know, kind of distribute some of the situations that can come up. So I guess to some extent I get it, because imagine if you can multiple stun. We could run some decks that would just be ugly, right?
Yeah,
Get
I think
3
so.
stuns in a
Yeah.
turn and just hold them down, you know.
Oh, I totally agree, yeah. We need your Strange card. Where did I just put Strange? All right. Zola Expert is some crazy setup.
Really?
So we search for Hydra Prison, so you've got to take Wong out, which is actually a huge blow to your deck. So we take the Hydra Prison
Oh, and
out.
when we rescue him, what happens? We get him back or we get him in play? We get him in our hand? I haven't played Zola in a long time.
Your owner's hand, yep.
Which actually, if you think about it, is somewhat of an advantage for us.
Yeah.
Because all we have to do, I mean, if we have allies that we're counting on, now we don't have to find them in our deck. We just have to thwart for 7.
It's true. It's true. It's a way to get a card draw for exactly what you want. I mean, Red Dagger's good for me. I don't know that it's exactly what I want, but it's not bad by any means. All right, then we each get a copy of Ultimate Bioservant, which I'm looking in my own deck. I don't have them in there. That one is yours. This one is mine. This gets flipped. And then here, because we're starting on phase 2, search for test subjects and put that into play. And the first player discards cards from the top of the deck until they reveal a minion. So let me just give this a shuffle. Then I believe we shuffle everything back in. Nope, just discard. So there we go. That one's got 4 on it. We don't quite have the top here, so we can move these. Can you grab some tufts to put on our minions?
Are our minions tough already?
Yep. We got tough minions. And that's how we start. I wanted to do Taskmaster, but I'm super afraid of Taskmaster with Miss Marvel flipping back and forth every turn.
Yeah, she does require a lot of flippage.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, somewhat similar to Iron Man, except kind of you basically, once you flip, you stay. You know, I guess. So you're not really flipping back. It's more how long do you stay. You know who would be similar is Black Widow. Because she wants to flip to get those preps and draw cards. But, I mean, Kamala basically has to flip.
That's what I love about Captain Marvel. She has a card draw on both sides of her card.
Yeah.
Built in, which is just
Yeah, it's
phenomenal.
crazy good. I've been doing that speed run thing.
Oh, really?
Trying to see how long it takes me to get through. And Captain Marvel, man, I tell you, she's
So I'll tell you an interesting thing
unbelievable.
about my deck for everyone out there. This is the first deck I've ever built and played without a certain card. Can you guess what card is not in this deck that has been in every one of my other decks?
Sorcerer Supreme? Nick Fury.
Nick Fury.
Got it.
I was going to say, I don't play Sorcerer Supreme with all my decks.
You don't play Sorcerer Supreme with Stephen Strange?
I'm saying all my decks.
Oh.
Every deck I've ever made.
I'm thinking every...
Yeah, I don't even
one
play
of
it with
those
him
decks.
either.
What? You don't want 6 cards?
I don't need it.
Gotcha.
I don't need No, I do. It's a good card. I just...
You know what I thought about doing? Was a fun thing. I don't know if it would work, but is to start with the 4 obligations in play,
Ugh.
but also shuffle the 4 tech cards into your deck
Oh, jeez.
that come from the campaign. So you've got this huge negative, but this huge bonus in your deck. I thought that might be kind of fun.
Except they're in your deck instead of in play.
Well, I figured that's the only way to make it. I mean, you could just shuffle all 8 in your deck.
Yeah, true.
I mean, right, you've got a whole level of doing that, but I thought that would be interesting. It's almost like you're imprisoned or heroes are so looked down upon.
Right.
Can you, like, regain everyone's respect or whatever? So, all right, this gets revealed, but Quick Strike won't attack me. So, we got to take down Zola here. Oops, sorry.
Sorry, and we are on...
14, so 28
Expert.
health. That's the thing. He doesn't have a lot of health, but don't forget Retaliate, which is going to be so tough for me.
Does he have Retaliate?
Yeah, because I deal damage in little shots over and over. So we'll see how this goes. Well, I got Nick Fury. All right, I want this. I don't want this.
Oh, boy.
Don't need this. Tackle is good, but how am I going to pay for all this? I really just need to deal damage here, huh? So I'm going to skip on tackle for now. Oh, maybe I keep that then.
Let's see what's on here. Vapors of...
If I pay for Nick, I need to draw a double to pay for Nick.
Gotta keep this. Gotta keep this. Gotta keep this.
I don't know, I'm going to draw. See if I can get something to play Nick. I did. All right. Got your cards. All right, so I'm going to search for one of my cards with Kamala. Ooh, I'd love to get that in play, but I think right now it's just Nick Fury.
So I have a really good building start to my hand here. I got Avengers Tower, Sanctum Sanctorum, and my cloak in my opening hand.
Not bad.
And I have Vapors of Valtor for my spell.
Boy, I wonder if I should flip. Get rid of just get rid of him with Nick. Would that be smarter? Or should I guess it's always good to draw 3 cards. Because he can just block. All right, so I've got an Amir Khan now. Love to get my Avengers Mansion into play, though.
Yeah, it's funny. Avengers Mansion is one of those cards we've played so much heroic and so many other things that it just hasn't been a card that I've played a lot lately. And I know that sounds I feel like it's such a card that's in so many decks, but early on we played it a lot, but it's been harder and harder, I think, to find it in some of the decks because we've been speed playing so much.
That's what I'm saying, that double basic resource card.
Right.
Will
then
just
all of a sudden,
massively increase
and I wonder
your
if they
ability to
did
play
that knowing
or
that
Nick or Lockjaw.
Right. I wonder if they did that knowing the meta is going away from some of those higher cost,
that could
neutral
be true.
cards.
Yeah, they're so far ahead.
Oh, do me a
That's the
favor,
thing.
just call for an action here.
I call for an action.
Thank you. I just want to see what's going on here because it could determine if I have the stun, what we're going to do on my turn. I'm going to draw cards on my turn. Okay.
So I'm not going to end up... So I could thwart for 4 and get rid of this. I have no reason to get my ally back right now, and that's not doing anything to us. So I think I might just do that, although I've got all this damage coming in, too.
Well, you could block some of it with Nick, right?
Yeah.
Or are you going to block
And
Zola
I've got
with
the
Nick?
wiggle, too, so I could do that.
Yeah, we don't want the extra card because then it's like we're playing heroic, right?
Yeah. So I'll get rid of this with everybody. I can't use her effect, but it'll still be handy, so it is you.
No pun intended with the handy.
Big hands. That was funny when we were talking about it. I was like, I really like playing Miss Marvel because she has... Or you said I like playing where I have big hands, and I was like, she has big hands.
Well, you're about to see why I like Stephen Strange.
Oh, you just got this.
So, flip. First thing I'm going to do is play Master of the Mystic Arts, which lets me play that top one and
You
not
want
get
to play
rid
this,
of
or you're
it.
going to not go this turn?
Yeah, there's just no reason to. Draw 3. Then I'm going to tap Doctor Strange to actually play it this time to draw 3 again. Alrighty, here we go.
Hey, Steve, I didn't see that you were there. Sorry.
It's the only problem with playing. We'll get rid of these two to play Avengers Tower. We'll tap Avengers Tower. We'll play the Power of Leadership. We'll get Hawkeye on the board.
Is it 4 counters or 3? See how long it's been since I played some of these things?
Yes.
4 arrow counters. Oh, that'll be very useful in this one. Yeah. Miss Marvel will flip down every turn. No worries. I don't see any reason why not to.
We'll get the Cloak of Levitation on Doctor Strange. We will use it. We will then tap Doctor Strange to play Crimson Bands.
Crimson Bands.
Because he does not have guard, so I'll put 7 damage on Zola and stun him.
Is it not an attack?
It is not an attack.
All right. So you do not take retaliate.
And then I have Hawkeye here. I think I'm just going to ping the tough off him for now.
Sounds good.
Nope, doesn't do that. Instead, it gives me a damage somewhere.
If you dump those out, it's easier to get to them.
I had no problem.
All right, Steve says I have to try Miss Marvel in Basic. Yeah, the other thing I want to try, well, not Miss Marvel, but I want to do the Spider-Woman Captain Marvel, like with her ally.
Oh, Jesus.
Ooh,
Oh,
you got it all?
yeah.
I want to play where you do Captain Marvel ally with like Inspiring Presence and Get Readies and Med Team, and you just keep her healed and just keep tapping with Inspired and Sky Cycle. Like, I haven't tried that yet. That sounds really fun. So, all right. I know she almost could have had basics because you can add all those events. Like, obviously the one that thwarts 2 for 2 is pretty good for her because she thwarts 3 for 2. It just gives you more thwarting power, you know?
All right.
Are we set? Draw back up.
We're set.
I'm going to get attacked for a lot here. Good thing I'm protection. Okay, can I put these down here? Are they seen? Yeah. Well, I can big hands a couple people next turn, so that'll be helpful. I can wiggle out of my issues. This energy barrier would be great for getting rid of these toughs too, but it's going to be a little too late here, I suppose. So let's see what we can do. All right, so he's going to add 2 here. That needs to get to 12, and then he's going to add a test counter. Yeah, this is another weird scaling, is that he always adds a test counter no matter the player count, so it's just so much less. And it's interesting with more players, but So let's see. Goes to attack me. He's stunned. Goes to attack you. Am I blocking with Nick?
I would think so, being I stunned for you. I'm such a nice guy.
Place 1 test counter on the main scheme. Uh-oh. All right. So Nick gets hit for 2. And then encounter.
I get attacked for 1.
Oh, I
you
missed
get
mine.
attacked
Thank
for
you.
3.
So then I get attacked for 3 over here. So I will take the 1, and I will wiggle out of the other 2. The interesting part is I could wiggle out of both, right?
I think I'm going to block the 1 with Hawkeye.
Nah, I don't want to, though.
As odd as that sounds, I really just want Hawkeye out there for his
Minions.
counters.
All right, encounter. Here we go.
You're first.
Oh, yeah, no guards. All right, so attach the minion with the most remaining hit points without another copy. So they get +2 hit points, +2, +2. Here? Because we already got the tough off, right?
And then this is going to come. We'll put 2 damage on him.
Okay.
So what's the order? When revealed, after a minion enters play. But to attach it to Zola's mutate, it's got to be in play. So I guess do I
I think you
damage
deal
him?
the damage after. I think when revealed would be you show the card, go do it. Now you're putting it into play.
With the
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you reveal a card before you put
That's
it in
fine.
play.
All right, so what do we get? A tech
No,
attachment.
it's got to be tech.
That's a tech.
I have played these so many times in the last few days because I've been trying to do that speed run thing. So I've played all of these villains.
Tech?
Oh, that's retaliate. But
But it says to put it on him.
Yep.
And then he gets 2 damage.
Yep.
Well, Hawkeye did what he was supposed to do.
All right, passes to you. So he's got 7 and 5 left. That's a pain. And now that one has 6. So that's a pain. I can deal 4 twice, and then I'm going to flip down, so I can somewhat
Tap
take care
Avengers. I'm going to tap Avengers. I'm going to play Squirrel Girl, which will get rid of your tough and add some damage around the board.
of. Oh, that's perfect.
Then going to spend 1, tap Doctor Strange, play 7 rings of Aragador, and give us 3 toughs on the board. Tough for Doctor Strange, tough for Ms. Marvel.
Hawkeye?
And I think tough for Squirrel Girl.
Well, then as soon as she activates, she'll lose it.
Fair.
You'd want to
She will-
activate before if you're going to do that. Or just put it on Hawkeye and he can block again.
Yeah, that's a good call. Good call. Good call, Brandt. And the last card is Images of Confuse the Villain and Remove for it. That's not bad. Let's untap Strange. Let's do Images of Icon. Well, now confuse the villain.
Okay. That's perfect because I'm going to flip down. You're stunning, confusing for me. This is great. And I'll try to keep these
And
minions
then I
off
get
the
to
board.
remove 4 threat from a scheme.
Okay.
I don't really care about the Hydra Prison? Is that bad of me?
No.
Should we just take 2 off the main scheme, or is that wasteful? Let's take 4 off of the Hydra Prison for now, just to...
I mean, we could get them back. I mean, Wong is very good for you. Red Dagger is
Yeah.
good, for sure. Yeah, it's weird because it doesn't do anything. It's very campaign-focused in terms of all that.
Well, for me, I get to show this card now, and if it's... Okay, so I don't need to go down. But I do want to go down. But I have tough. I don't need to flip down. Are you killing any of these?
So I can deal 4 damage twice. This one needs 1 more damage, so if you attacked it with Squirrel Girl, I could kill both of these. It's a done deal.
That's fine. Because I just, now that I drew Winds of Watoomb with what I have in my hand, I think I want to flip down, but I didn't want to flip down and have this guy scheme for 3, so I will flip down.
When is an ally defeated? Like if they reach that number, are they defeated?
I thought so.
Yeah, okay, cool. So she gets shuffled back in. So same with Nick. If you use Nick enough to defeat him, you could rapid response him back in.
Right, we've done that before.
Okay. I wasn't sure if they specifically had to be attacked. Okay, so I am basically going to do exactly what I said. So I'll play big hands, deal 4 here, take it back, play big hands, deal 4 here, take it back, and that defeats him. Oh, did you deal? Who dealt the 1? Oh, Squirrel Girl, right? So we actually managed to not get retaliated by him ever.
Correct.
Because I did the 4 to kill him. So those are both gone.
That's awesome. Well done.
Yeah, I figured that's what it was, knocked out, but I wasn't sure exactly what that would be. So I'll flip to this side, then I can Amir Khan and put Nick Fury on the bottom of the deck. And then I can draw a card, and then I can flip for a Miss Marvel card. Unfortunately, there's nothing I could play with my 1 less, but I can use it for next turn, so. All right. I don't know. We don't need a blocker out? Should I use Clea? I don't see any reason to use Clea right now. Might as well wait till 1 damage matters, right?
Fair.
Unless we're worried about this, but I don't think so. It's not going to get to 12, is it? Famous last words?
Yeah, well, it could, but...
All right, I'm drawing 4. There's Lockjaw. Oh, you confused this for yourself.
Yep, I did.
So we go to 5. Here, not here. What are we doing? We're adding 2 here.
Getting a counter on that thing.
Then we're getting a counter here, which is after resolving step 1, which we just did. Then discard, put that into play, engage with the first player, and remove 3 counters. So as long as it's not a Zola's minion, those ones get the attachments. You want the quick strike one. Look at that. All right.
And he's got 2 damage on him.
All right. Now 1 damage matters. See? Saved it.
What's that?
I saved 1 damage, so I can just kill him. Because otherwise I would have just taken a threat off somewhere. Yeah. Not that good. Okay. So then he's going to go to scheme against you. He's confused. This scheme's for 0. Schemes against me for 2 plus 0. We'll take it.
So far, so good,
plus
people.
1, right? So 3 total. So this is at 7. So that threat is getting a little bit crazy. One thing that's interesting is the test counters don't carry over on this. So if we get this to 2 test counters and then let it go, it'll reset to 0.
Oh, really?
They don't carry over, yeah. That was an interesting little tidbit. And then encounter. So weird to draw 1.
Hey, look at that. 2 damage on him, but he does
Nice.
get quick strike, but I don't have...
Yeah, you're not a hero.
So, I'm good. Hawkeye is doing what he's supposed to do.
We were fine. We had the villain confused, so we did that. Zola's experiments. After a minion enters play, attach the topmost tech attachment in the encounter discard pile to the minion. Okay. All right, so that's 6. So we want to get rid of that. And pass to me.
Pass to you.
All right, so I can sneak by twice to get these under control. There's a lot of minions out here still, though, huh? But I can get rid of 1. So let me start by putting a card on the bottom of my deck.
Yeah, when she
put a
builds up,
double.
she is a fun character to play with all of these, personas she has and the fun stuff they can do. The frustrating thing sometimes with her could be the flipping back and forth a lot, especially if you can't flip. Meaning the threat's going to pop, you don't want to go to, the scheme's going to pop, you don't want to go down to alter ego. There are times where it can be tricky. But.
Right. All right, so I will flip. I guess my main thing.
Do this
oh,
thing?
yeah, sorry. I was going to do that. And I guess my main thing is to remove some threat. So, are you going to be able to remove threat?
I unless I get a really great draw, I'm going to double wins. I might just astral project to do 3.
Do we want these back? I feel like we want to deal with this first.
Yes.
Right? I mean, that's a free resource. Which could be good because it gives us.
What do you have for thwart?
If I
right
get
now?
him back, I get 2 to be able to thwart with.
Right. What's your thwart right now?
I mean, I could thwart for 6.
In what increments?
3 and 3.
So then I would do 3 to get the resource, and then 3 on one of these 2.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we want to get rid of this. So the question is, can you do another 3?
Yeah, I'll be able to thwart 3.
Okay. So I'll play sneak by for 1, take it back, get rid of 3 here, give us each these. Is this out of play? Remove it from the game. All right. Ooh, that's a lot you're saying to me there, Steve. I'm going to read it in a minute. But I have to lean forward a little bit with my eyes. So then, I mean, I have big hands to get rid of this one. Or I don't know. I mean, I've got sneak by to just get rid of 3 threat, but maybe having Red Dagger out is better.
Can't you get both? You have a double resource.
Yeah. I mean, I can... So I ignore big hands and not worry about killing any of these? You know what I could do? I get big hands.
Don't you big hands and Red Dagger?
Oh, I could sneak by, because aren't I getting rid of 3, so then you can get rid of 3?
Oh, I thought Red Dagger was going to be Red Dagger and...
no, I have to tap.
Oh, Red Dagger and Clea could do.
Oh, you don't want me to get rid of these?
Oh, fair. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of...
So what do we think is a bigger deal? We think this is a bigger deal, or do we think this is a bigger deal? I mean, I could also just play both of these and not play Red Dagger. But
I would not, I mean, this is me. I would not sneak by. I'd play Red Dagger, and I would take 2 off of here. This is only adding 1. If we keep this down,
every time we add a minion, we add an attachment.
Oh,
to
I
them.
didn't read that part. Okay, sorry. Yeah.
I agree with you on the +1.
Yeah.
Now, I could put Red Dagger out and get rid of this, and then get rid of 3 here. You get rid of 3 here. I just deal with the 1.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Whatever you think.
So I will play sneak by, get rid of 3 here. You need to get rid of 3 there. I'll use Clea to kill one of these.
Oh, they're not looking at me. I'm making these funny
No, you're
gestures.
there. You're in the corner.
Oh, I always forget about that.
We're there.
Basically, I just told the audience I'm not helping you with threat, but that's okay.
So rude. All right, and then...
How rude.
I don't know. Do I hold wiggle room? I guess I have tough, so I don't really need it, right?
Listen, all I care about is I'm excited I got my other Hawkeye. I can have 2 Hawkeyes.
Red Dagger. Do you want me to get rid of 2 so you only have to get rid of 1? I'd rather get rid of this damage.
No, get rid of the damage.
Okay.
Because I have a card that literally gets rid of 3, so if I'm going to get rid of threat, I'm going to get rid of 3. Yeah.
Awesome. I am done. That was a lot of deliberating. I haven't deliberated that long in a while. All right, what's Steve saying here?
All right, let's see. We're going to flip. Bing, get a bang, get a boom. We flip. We
want to actually get Zola's minions from the counters because, because these just get put into play. Good call. There's only a few cards that make a minion reveal. Flip to stage 2.
I'm going to play Mystical Studies to get mastered.
Okay, yeah.
Is that
Nick
right?
Fury all day.
No. I'm just going to Windsor with 2.
Wiggle draws, you should keep it. Oh. Yeah, but I got big hands already.
Oh man, 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 oh man.
So I really like saying currently what I could do, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so I Winds of Watum. You want to play-by-play for me? I'm not good at that, the play-by-play.
Sure. You played Winds of Watum. Did you use Master of the Mystic Arts?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I did.
So you only have like 9 cards then.
Right, but I had the ability to get it out of my deck with Mystical Studies, but it was...
No, you can't. Oh, does that get any Doctor Strange card?
Yep, any Doctor Strange card. So it would have cost me these 2 cards to get this card, and then
then
another
play
card to play
so
this
you'd
card.
almost just
So I would have
get
played 4 cards to draw 3.
Yeah.
So it did not seem like that was the right call.
Unless you draw double resources, I guess.
Right. So instead, I just did it,
Yeah.
which now made this available. So we're going to do 7 damage and stun him again. I just got to decide what... Oh, double resource. Double resource. So he has 7 more damage and is
14.
stunned. At least someone's damaging him.
I have taken out like 5 minions.
I'm going to Avengers Tower to make it 1 less. Get rid of this magical enhancements to play another Hawkeye.
You're not bringing Wong in? Oh, you will. Yeah, I see what you're doing. What do we got space going? This way? I got space this way.
Yeah, it's weird. We got to get a better playmat because these cards stick to this surface at times.
Yeah, you know, remember I bought the playmat that we were playing on and then I brought it home and I forgot to bring it back.
I'm going to spend 2 to get the Eye of Agamotto out. I'm going to use the Eye of Agamotto and lead from the front to play Astral Projection. Remove 3 thwart.
Nice.
Threat from there. Look at the top card for each boost. Oh, I didn't read that so well. I guess you didn't have to do 3 thwart on there, but whatever.
It's all right.
So we could remove more from it. It was just reveal. It wasn't.
How many cards?
Top card of the encounter deck.
Oops.
Just revealed.
I didn't even see what the other one was, honestly.
So I could have removed an extra one, but no big deal.
It's fine. 1 is not a big deal.
Now we have some more fun here.
So everybody, if you're joining us, we're playing our favorite heroes, favorite to play in Marvel Champions. So I'm playing Miss Marvel. Larry is playing Doctor Strange. These are what we've probably figured out to be our favorite, although honestly I like playing almost all of them. I think I like playing all of them. It's just some of them that are harder to play.
Squirrel
trickier.
Girl will kill him and kill herself at the same process.
And we're fighting, I want to say Dr. Zola, but I guess it's just Zola.
Just Zola, yeah.
So we're fighting Zola, who is the 4th boss in the Rise of the Red Skull campaign. We're not playing the campaign. We just decided to just play around. We'll probably play one more villain after this, seeing how all this goes. But we just wanted to kind of show off just like, hey, when we're playing our heroes that we really like and they're clicking, this is what it looks like. So I am Miss Marvel Protection. Larry's playing Doctor Strange Leadership.
2 damage there.
Dealing 2 damage here.
I'm good. I'm going to discard that. I'm going to save Wong for next turn.
All right.
Oh, there we go.
If all stays the same, I'm going to
Are you going to do anything yet? I mean, you really haven't.
deal some damage.
Oh, okay, good. That would be nice, Brandt. That would be nice.
Hey, look, I got Nick Fury. How did I get Nick? Did I end up having I shuffled Clea back in. So the whole setup the deck doesn't work. Because when a Clea goes back, he shuffles. But it's fine. I got Nick, so I can play him. All right. Where are we at? So
Adding a test
got this
counter
here.
and 2
We're adding
tokens.
We didn't take anything off of here, huh?
Nope.
Getting close on that. So we'll add that. He goes to attack me. He's stunned. That's what I like to see. He goes to attack you.
And I'm tough.
You're tough. So he's attacking you for 3. Nice. And then, I get attacked for 1, which if I don't block is just my tough, but so it goes, right?
Yeah.
And encounter. Did I miss anything?
I don't think so.
All right, in site 1, place a counter on here.
I get a gang up. Hawkeye will block with tough. Zola attacks me.
Yeah, Steve, send me I mean, I know you're saying it here, but if you send me a message, I'll try to do that at some point. Although I really want to record my speed run now, so my plan. Oh, he got a tough, huh?
Yeah, from a boost.
All right, I'm flipping down this turn.
Okay. Thought you were going to finally do some damage.
Nah, I'll save that. No, I can't. I mean, I can remove threat if that becomes the issue. Now that we don't have enemies in front of us, I can get rid of this on my own. Or if you have a double resource, you want to do it with Hawkeye. I mean, I don't see why I wouldn't put Nick out, but I could actually deal damage with Nick.
I'm going to tap the Avengers Tower in case one of us has an Avenger that we want to play, which I currently don't. But you never know. Things can change.
Don't you know? Things will change. Things will go your way.
All right, so that's annoying. I want to ping that damage off of him. Okay.
Oh, he wants to play us tonight. Gotcha. I think we're doing like the casual.
I'm going to make the call
heavy
using
challenges.
I'm going to make the call Eye of Agamotto for 1 resource, a double resource Oh, I actually don't need the double resource. Wow, I only need the Eye of Agamotto. That's great, because Squirrel Girl will only cost me 1, and that will get rid of the tough.
Yep. And I guess you could use her to finish off this.
Yep,
if that makes the most sense.
Yep. But that saves me the resources and allows me to now spend 2 and 3 to Magic Blast Soul. Well, what's he got left for life?
14.
I will Magic Blast him, so I will finally get retaliated against. First damage of the game. So it's 5 damage to the enemy. Discard the top card of my deck. His printed resource has. He's stunned.
Nice.
Man, Dr.
Now you can stay up. Are you exhausted?
Nope. I'm going to spend Wong and cast 7 rings to give Doctor Strange tough, Miss Marvel tough, and who else wants tough?
Hawkeye or Squirrel Girl, I guess, right?
Yeah, there we go, tough. Loving Doctor Strange, he's so much fun. And that leaves me. Oh, look at.
Oh wait, how much damage did you deal? 5?
Yep.
Down to 9.
I'm gonna untap Strange, and then I will thwart.
Can you cast that?
No, I don't have any resources left, but I'll thwart for 2 there. Actually, the tough is going on Squirrel Girl, because I'll thwart for another 1 with Hawkeye on there, and that will kill Hawkeye. That is okay.
Oh, you switched it. Okay.
Yeah, I realized that Squirrel Girl was the one I needed that done on. And that's it for me. Do I want to flip down? No, because if I flip down, that's going to pop unless you're going to get rid of all that threat. I'd love to flip down to
No,
draw
you
6.
don't, because you're stunned.
It has nothing to do with that. I want to be able to get rid of this card, draw 6, and have a great hand next turn. That's why I would flip
I'm probably going
down,
to get rid of 4 threat on there.
which it only has 3. He'll thwart for.
But if we both flip down, then this could go.
Because it'll be 4 plus 2 flips.
Right.
On top of the 3 that's there.
Plus the 2 we add. So it's 6 plus 2 flips.
I'll stay.
You should stay.
Because
you can flip down next turn. You can flip down next turn. Well, I can't do anything.
I'm teasing you.
All right. So I don't know. I mean, I could remove 3 threat.
Can we flip them? Are you flippable yet with big?
I mean, I
hands and
can,
Nick
but does it
and
make
Biggin?
sense?
I just don't know.
I mean, when I go to my other side, I could play Nick and deal 4 damage. And then I'd be able to deal 2. And then I could do 4 damage here. So I could flip him. I just don't know if that's best versus. I mean, I could play like my Embiggen and then flip and put Nick out, and then I'd have that, so I just build more.
Yeah, I mean, I know you want to build because we're just playing expert, but I feel like we could just burn this guy down in 2 turns.
You can.
Well, if you start doing damage.
Well, if you let me play Embiggen, I
play
can deal
Embiggen. Well, we have a clean table. There's no minions in front of us. This seems like an opportune time to start thinking about. I don't know what happens when we get to Zola 3. Does he bring guys out? I haven't played him enough.
Yes. We each get a minion.
So
that's going to get a little messy.
What would be nice is if we get him, if you get him down just a little bit, so that next turn it's an easier.
Right, so I'm just trying to figure out, is there a way to play sneak by, get it back, then be able to draw? Like I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3 cards. So if I draw a double resource, I'd be able to play Nick. But I don't know if I want to risk that,
You can always play Nick next turn if you don't draw the double resource,
yeah, that's true.
Right?
So sneak by, take it back. Then it gets rid of 3. Then I'll flip down. Then I will... Oh, what was I thinking?
You're going to draw cards.
Then I will flip. What do I want to do first? I'll put...
Actually, weren't you going to play 2 sneak buys, or that would have made it so you can't play Nick?
Yeah, I don't think that makes sense. So I'm going to put a card on the bottom.
Well, this is 2 resources right here. Couldn't you have played?
Well, I can play Embiggen and Nick.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be
That's
fine.
That's
yeah.
fine.
And I can get rid of more threat here, so it'll be fine. I'll draw that, then I pay 1 less. So I pay these 3 to put Nick out. Now the question is, am I dealing damage? I don't think so. I think I draw the 3 cards. Right? And then I'll be able to play Embiggen. And then I could remove 4 threat, but I think I'll deal 2 damage and remove 2 threat.
Seems reasonable.
Make more sense. That gets them down to 7, which means you could, I don't know if you have your blast, but do that. All right, there we go. And that leaves me with an energy barrier and a nice build. Oh, I didn't do this, right? I didn't flip from my own card.
Which, if you did not, what you could have done instead of spending energy barrier, you could have spent this and saved down. What was it?
Downtime?
Downtime or endurance? You don't need downtime, right? We haven't taken any damage.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Just be fine. I'll just keep these 2. These are good. All right, here we go. And if you get attacked a second time, I can block with Nick.
Cool.
All right, so we're adding 2 here to go to 4. Then we're adding a test counter.
Well, shouldn't you just block with Nick anyways?
So you don't lose your tough? Well, he's
Right.
stunned.
Oh, geez. So we're
Stunned, tough, Nick. It's like
holy
you
cow.
get attacked a lot. So we add 3. So then the first player.
Just me again.
Yeah, where is it? Put that minion into play. Okay, so yeah, it won't reveal it. So this won't reveal it, so it won't
Take
do
2
that.
damage though. It's the last of Hawkeye's counters, but Hawkeye got all 4 counters out.
Yeah, that's impressive. Then he will go to attack you.
He's stunned.
He's stunned, but this will attack
now
you.
we get a Nick.
So I will use Nick to block 2. Then he will scheme against me for 2 plus a tough card. Tough status card. Oh, we got these minions generally under control, huh? So this goes to 5. We're at 6. We're in good control here. And counter cards.
The villain attacks you.
All right. You're tough?
Yeah, but is it I'm tough or is Squirrel Girl tough?
Squirrel Girl makes more sense.
I think so.
Deal 1 damage to each character you control.
That's funny. Okay, so she blocks as tough.
Nope. She takes 1 damage and loses tough, because this happens immediately.
Well, either way, she's going to die.
Right. Then she blocks the damage.
So
you lose your tough, and Hawkeye dies. But, I mean, they all did their job.
Yeah. After all
It's
of
a
that,
good way to lose your toughs.
Still am in good shape. Oh, that's right. I never...
All right, and mine is Surge. Oh, Under Fire. 2 more cards.
Oh, I hate that card.
Zola's Mutate. So I got to search. Ooh, there is one, and it's a guard.
Oh,
That's going to be tricky. 7 health and guard. And this one is Master Plan, so we search, and there's nothing. So we add an acceleration. All right. Yeah, it's funny. We're like, we'll flip them, and then we got a 7 in front of us. That's all right. We can handle 7. So on a card like this where it says I have to heal 2 damage, if I can only heal 1, I'm assuming I can't do this card because I can't pay the cost. I don't know if you're allowed to heal for less than what you're given.
I don't know. That is a good question, sir.
All right, so I got these 6 cards, so I can set this up. So I will put Nick on the bottom and draw. Then I've got to figure out if I even have one of my own cards in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I count that twice? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I should have 1 card. So I'll flip for my own card.
It'll happen before you get to Nick.
Yep. And I can pay 1 less. Ooh, what are we trying to do here? Deal damage, huh? So I think I'll just put the suit out. I am primed and ready to go. I want to be able to deal 2 damage because then I can deal 6. But I will big hands for 6, right? And get rid of... I could put this out and then just deal the 1 afterward. I think I'll get rid of Shrink. Well, you know what? I don't need Brother Voodoo. So I'll deal 6 damage there, and then I could take it back, but I could just deal 1 damage to get rid of him.
Fair.
It probably makes more sense, right? So that will get rid of him.
What was the attachment on him? 2 hit points and guard. Okay.
Yeah, so I had to take care of him. And then I think I just play Iron Fist here, right? Iron Fist, when Iron Fist attacks, stun an enemy and deal 1 damage to it. 1 damage, stunned. Then attack for 2. And I got a counter.
Attack for 2 more with dagger.
Attack for 2, or you getting rid of threat?
Yeah, no threat.
And dagger's gone. I didn't save resources. That would have been smart. Could have dealt 2 more, but we'll go with it. All right, I'm good.
Okay. Let's see. First thing I'm going to do is tap Doctor Strange.
As long as you're healing, you're fine. Okay.
Play lead from the front. Spend lead from the front to play images of Icon to confuse the villain and remove 4 threat.
Hey, you can flip down.
I know. And the last card is the Vapors, which I hate. It's my least favorite card. It's good in certain circumstances.
He dealt damage, though, so he gets retaliated, right?
Yep.
Almost missed that. And did I deal damage? Nick did. But he would have had 2. He was fine.
I'm going to untap. Going to use the eye, use Avengers Tower. That's 2 resources. Black Knight and Inspire to get Vision.
You're a little short if you want to put Vision here.
Yeah.
Cameron's there.
Vision here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think to help you with that.
That's a fine. I'm going to thwart for 2 there. And I'm going to double attack with Vision here with Get Ready to get rid of this mutate.
Yeah, I mean, your other option would be to just hit for 1 and then hit for 2.
Right, and then I could Get Ready him, and if I hit for 2 there, I get retaliated against and die.
Right.
If I thwart for 1, it was better thwart for 2.
Okay, yeah,
so.
I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
I think it's either way,
I actually
right?
thought that one out. And then
No,
guess what
I
I'll do?
realized.
I'll flip down so I could draw some cards.
And do you want to cycle that?
Well, that's why I'm flipping down, because I don't like this card so much.
He's got stunned and confused, but they're going to be gone by the time you could use them. All right, here we go. Draw 5, 1, 2. It's the first time I've gone through my deck. Hey, look, I got Nick Fury.
Is this your 3rd time with Nick?
Yeah.
That's what's interesting about her, which is why I'm curious with her with a neutral deck. I'm actually, the 2 decks I'm interested in trying for fun are her neutral and, of course, Spider-Woman, because I had talked about that before with Captain Marvel. How many times can you untap her and just use her basic ability? And
Yeah, I
keep
don't
her
know
going
what
with-
you use with protection otherwise. It's really just getting med teams out over and over and over. So
Well, basically, you go protection and leadership, right? So you're healing
right, I'm
and
just saying,
untapping
what
her.
are your 12 protection cards? You got 3 med teams. I assume you put Iron Fist, now you got high costs, and then you just need whatever.
Yeah,
Night
some
Nurse
heal
or
cards
something.
or something. Yeah. What did I get? I guess I'll be getting rid of that.
Here you go. All right, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3. I drew exactly 6. So it's not when I go to draw, it's immediately,
Yeah,
correct?
so you reshuffle as soon as it's empty.
Okay.
All right, so we could have some pain coming at us this turn.
Why?
We
Still
got
confused.
double cards.
Oh, yeah.
True, though. Goes to attack me. He's stunned. Nothing in front of us. This is amazing. I have no minions. I shouldn't have spoke. Oh, I forgot to test counter. Goes to thwart against you, or scheme against you. We always call it thwart and scheme. He cannot, and then it's just cards.
You know, Doctor Strange, I love his kit so much. I wonder if I could also look at him as a neutral character.
Advance
and not give
for
him
4.
not give him a...
You're really into this
That's interesting.
no aspect. And I want to talk about the physical toll that this is taking on you.
does not bother me at all.
That is out of the game.
Seeing as I have the cloak, it does not matter. Love the cloak.
All right, good luck, Steve. Have fun with your game. Thanks for
I have
watching.
2 cards here. Concussive Blast. Deal 1 damage to each friendly character. So you and I take 1. You lose your tough. And I take 1. And then Master Plan, Brandt. There's no side scheme, so you got to go find one.
That's not good. Going through this deck again. Ooh, all right. Zola's Experiments. So we saw this one earlier. It is kind of time to burn him down, though. I have to agree.
All right, the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of Vapors to the bottom of my, and see what the next card is. It's not terrible. Okay.
It's great for me because I'm going to flip down.
I'm going to flip. I'm going to untap. I'm going to use the eye to play it. So, confuse the villain and remove 4 threats.
Here, and we're just going to let this one be?
Is that the one where you got to put a tech on?
Yeah, I mean, if we get another minion, then this is going to happen. We probably should just get rid of this.
Yeah, but this is closer to pop. I'd leave that at this point.
Okay.
I really would. Just get rid of this, because we're going to kill him next turn, right? We're going to turn him this turn, so 4 off of this, so this is under control.
Sounds good.
Now the question becomes, what do we want to do? What do we want to do? So much fun stuff.
Fun stuff is good.
Well, Avengers Tower. Spend 2.
You don't have a resource to give me, huh?
+1 for Goliath. Do I want to do that?
You gonna flip him?
I'm gonna flip. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I should want to do that. Do you have an ally that's an Avenger?
No.
I just don't feel like playing him right now. I have too much other good stuff to do.
Can you power up Vision to flip him?
That's what I'm debating doing, but that might be overkill. Just give me a sec here. Because I
it's
have
5.
Magic Blast and Master to play Crimson. So my goal is to flip him and play both these cards. I just don't know that I can. Cost 4, 6. I have 2, 3, 4, 5.
You spent this or no? You were spending that to play Goliath?
Correct. So I don't have to.
So you don't have enough to pump up Vision?
Oh, no, wait. I spent that on images.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So I definitely don't have enough. You can't give me a resource, so I can't do both of these.
You could still cast this without using this.
Nope, because
Yeah.
he's tapped. Yeah, exactly.
So just don't Magic Blast.
Right, wait on the Magic Blast, but that could stun. Oh, this could stun him too. Yeah, I actually want to save this for next turn. Okay, good. So if I want to do that, that costs me 3. 1 to play that, 2 to play that. I have these 3 cards left for now, and
You'd have to use the Lightning.
nope.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, so, all right, sorry about that. We will spend 1 to play that and
No.
leave.
You don't want to do that yet.
Oh, yeah, duh. Thank you, Brandt. Pump up Vision, flip Zola with Vision.
All right. He flips. Each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile from it and reveals it.
It's awesome because we get to...
So do you want this one with tough? Or do you want the one that attacks you for 2 immediately?
I'll take the tough. I mean, that guy is, like, insignificant, right?
Yeah. I figure since I'm going to flip down, I'll take this and take 2 damage. Actually, I wish I had a wiggle. I don't.
So now I'll pay 1 to play Master of the Mystic Arts.
32.
To play Crimson Band and keep that on there. So I'm going to do 7 and stun him again next turn.
25. So
I'm
yeah.
going to use this just in case you happen to get an Avenger ally somehow. And I'm going to hold on to these 2 cards for next turn. And am I going to flip down is the question. Are you flipping down?
Yeah.
Do you have to flip down?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll stay this way.
I just do because then I can play Nick because I get all these resources. I mean, I get 3 extra resources when I flip down. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
It's like just asking me to. So I will play the Biokinetic Polymer Suit. Play that for 1, and then 2, 3 to do tackle. And I don't even think I'm going to get rid of that. So I'll just pump it up. So I'm going to deal 5 damage and stun. But it's really the 5 damage that I want. Then I guess we're just letting this go, right?
Yeah, there's no reason
sorry,
not
when
to.
I deal that damage,
We're
I get
killing them next
retaliated.
turn.
So I guess I'll just flip, and then I can heal if I need to. So then I can put a card on the bottom of my deck. So I'll put Iron Fist down there, draw, pay 1 less for a card, flip for my card, which I should have done first. And then I can pay 1 less, so I'll hold Clea, I guess, at this point. Play Nick, just going to deal 4 damage.
Well, 6.
Yep. So I'll deal 2 more. And then I'm just going to heal just so I'm good. Not much else to do there. And he's got 2 on him because of retaliate, right? All right. That is that.
There's no way he's not dead on his turn.
Yeah, 14 damage
on our
left.
next turn.
Yeah.
Oh, I could double play Crimson. Or I could just Crimson and Magic Blast.
But I might deal the 14 damage first.
You can call for an action. I could do 7 of that 14.
All right. So here we go. So he's going to add 3 to this and a counter. We held that at bay. I hope I didn't miss a counter there, but I don't think so. Then he's going to go to attack you, but he's stunned. This attacks you for 1.
Goes to scheme against you.
He's confused. This one schemes for 0.
Well, actually, when this guy attacks me, Nick should just block, right?
I was going to do that unless you get an attack
okay,
card.
so
You might as
yeah,
well take
that's
1.
fair.
Like,
Yeah.
I agree. You're going to probably take the damage.
Quick strike, so now.
I can block.
There we go.
Ha! And exhaustion. Oh, that's so bad for me. And Home by Dawn, which I can't do, so I have to discard a persona and discard it. Okay, so I'll just get rid of Nakia. Pass to me.
Yep.
A call for an action.
I will Crimson Bands of the Sidorak and do 7 damage and stun him, and I will not get retaliated against.
Nice. Yeah, that's a crazy part of Doctor Strange.
Can I
All
get
that.
another action from you?
No.
Because
I'll flip.
I want to untap,
I don't trust you.
and then I want to draw 3 cards. That's all I want to do.
I will play Big Hands and deal 6 damage, and then I'm going to ponder my turn for a while.
Is that all you can do?
No. Then I will play another Big Hands to deal 4 damage, and Zola is dead.
I mean, that was easy. That was
Yeah,
fun.
it wasn't
was
bad.
easy.
Well, I mean, we had a lot of minions to control, but that was
controlled them.
this is minion control, right?
Right.
Because it's easy to look at that and be like, that's a thing, that's a part of this game, right? How much damage can you do is different from how can you do your damage.
Well, and that's where as Hawkeye was huge because he had 8
Yeah,
damage
that's
spread
right.
out amongst 4 minions as they came into play.
No doubt.
We twice played the toughness cards on our allies and ourselves. We stunned and confused him half the time.
Oh, it was crazy, yeah. Yeah, and we had to stun and confuse, which was really you. I guess I punched. Iron Fist.
Yeah, I mean he's fun to play because of the card draw
Thank you,
and all the
Matt.
different
This was a
abilities.
good game.
Oh, thank you. But I do think Doctor Strange is close to being the most powerful character.
Yeah.
While being the most
And certainly
fun.
when you team him up with somebody. He's just one of those characters that
He's
clearly...
actually not great solo. He's not terrible solo, but he does have
There's
his
some where,
weaknesses
like
solo.
Rhino, it's just over. It's like the game's over before you start. He's just like, I'll just stun you every turn, or whatever, until I win. And remove 4 threat is just a crazy card.
Yeah. Well, what's great against Rhino is the 3 tough cards that you're able to put out.
Yeah. Then it's like, come on, hit
Oh,
me.
and then Rhino gets tough. That's the only time I like that card. Rhino gets tough. I could change Rhino's tough to a stun. Right? That's the only time.
You know what's crazy? When we were doing Rhino Heroic 3, there was no Doctor Strange.
Correct. That's one of my comments I made to you. I don't know that you remember that. I was like, we actually beat him without
And
Strange.
I wonder,
because Strange makes him
although Strange would just
easy.
be so random as to getting those cards from your deck, your invocation deck.
No,
like
I
in
mean-
3 turns, you've got to try to get Crimson Bands with Master of the Mystic Arts. Like,
No, it's 1 turn. It's 2 turns max. Because don't forget, you flip it,
Cycle.
and he lets you cycle. So you see 2 cards.
and you can cast
in the
twice
first-
if you get the cloak. But paying for the cloak is a little bit pain of a setup.
Right, but you see 2 cards off the rip. So if one of those 2 isn't it, you cast one. You now on the 3rd card at the end of turn 1. So you know what I mean? Like it's not too hard to do. It's fun. I really do like him. I am, now that we say it, I am curious. I didn't do a ton with my leadership cards. His cards are so good.
You did. You had a ton of allies. You played.
I played the allies, but I didn't do my get ready, lead from the front, Avenger. Like I had all that
Yeah.
stuff ready, and there was no need to do it.
Yeah, I could see that. But there's no doubt that the allies were beneficial.
But are
to
there
you.
enough neutral allies that I can just
No. There's
Mockingbird,
Mockingbird.
Lockjaw?
They're a lot more expensive. They're all 3s, 4s, and 5s,
and
though.
what's her face? Nick Fury. So there's 4. Is there a 5th?
I don't think so. No.
Interesting.
Nice. We trying something else?
I don't know. Up to you. What time is it? I apologize. I was like yawning every once in a while. It just was a crazy day and a crazy week.
Should we fight another villain?
We could fight another villain. We could do Flesh and Blood. Up to you.
I think we should stick with this stream since we started a little later,
Sure.
right? So we should fight another villain. I would like to change my spec. Is that too much to build another spec for you? Or you just want to stay with leadership?
No, that's.
Wouldn't that be more exciting to try a different aspect?
I'm going to try to go completely neutral.
Okay. And I'm going to play Justice or Aggression. I think she's strongest in Aggression, but Justice is just like clean house. I mean, it's crazy. So I guess what villain do we want to play? You want to play an old school villain? Do you want to play Red Skull? What's most exciting?
I'm trying to think. I mean, part of me wants to
Claws.
try. I was going to say Claws,
Okay.
but that Claw's tough.
Yeah. Well, we both said Claw, so I guess, right?
Right, exactly.
We know what we want. All right, let me just pull these out. What side scheme do we want to do with Claw? Are we playing as standard?
I want to play Ronin.
Okay. Claw with Ronin.
Is that asking for trouble?
Nah, it's fine. But I mean, no doubt I'm going to go Justice then. Oh, wait, what are you going to do?
I told you what I'm doing.
Oh, neutral.
I like your reaction to that. I like your reaction.
You're, yeah, you're going to have to take care of damage, though.
Why? You have big hands. You have big hands and I'm biggin'.
Big hands.
You're always telling me about Miss Marvel, so great. She's got big hands and them biggin'. So go do something with it. Oh, yes, my friend. My friend.
You better put Sorcerer Supreme in there if you're playing all neutral. Or is this now your challenge to never play with Sorcerer Supreme? I don't even know where Ronin is. I gotta find Ronin. Okay, I got the weapons runner set. It's so weird, right? Now I read the cards, but all these were just standard set plus a suggested encounter set. All right, Ronin, where you be at? That's not Ronin. Oh, here's Ronan. What are we going to do if Ronan comes out? Hit him? Can't stun him. So Ronan, if people don't know, is the print and play set. We're just up here. You've got to remind me to go down to the table so I don't forget. Ronan is the print and play set that they put up kind of post-Gen Con. Assuming we would have been able to get this at Gen Con, although now it sounds like I was listening to an interview with Caleb Grace, the designer. It sounded like when they knew Gen Con wasn't going to happen and they weren't going to be able to do whatever else, they planned to make that. Was kind of what they did, so a little different there. All right, let me get rid of the under attack one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I guess one thing people can do, they can let us know, like, what's your favorite hero, what's a favorite villain that you enjoy playing. Which one do you find most enjoyable? Actually, favorite villain would kind of be a fun one to do as well. Lining them all up in terms of all those. I guess I'll go to the table so people can see us deck building, huh?
Yeah, that makes sense. So I've never done this before. I'm going to be 100% honest. I have never not had an aspect in my deck. So no idea what's going to happen with this situation.
Chaos. Utter, despicable chaos. Leadership. Aggression. Justice. I don't need that. I would play that on you. Don't need for justice. I have to start pulling apart this deck. What do I want out of here? Quake. Stealth Strike for sure. Put me at. Ooh, that's too many. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 3 to 4, 25, 6, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 3. I will get rid of these two. I didn't play those at all last game. Gets me down to 31.
All right, people, I'm at 40 cards.
I don't know how bad I need downtime. When I heal for 5, right? And only have 10 health.
Yeah. So my strategy in this deck is I played with some cards I don't usually play with, and what I played with, I'm going to show on the camera. I'm playing with 3 of these enhanced physiques and 3 tenacities. So my goal is to really try to be able to cast I want to get my cloak early and really try to cast a spell 3 times.
Got it.
By using tenacities and really make use of my invocation deck.
Oh, I need to cut a card here. I guess we don't need 2 interrogation rooms, right? It's kind of a weak card.
And basically in my deck, I can't do anything. I can't do damage, can't thwart, so I'm just going to hang out and put a bunch of neutral cards out and see how much fun
Do you
it looks
want
like.
this?
No, I don't want that. I'm only casting spells with Strange. I don't want to ever have to use him for anything but a spell cast.
Okay.
That's my hope anyway.
This is a big deck for me. This is 44 cards.
Oh.
It's like a monster deck.
Seems crazy. Do I have... Yeah, I have a few allies, so not the end of the world ally-wise. Yep.
Howdy, Dale. Dale has a channel, Dale the Casual Gamer there. Does a Marvel Champions. Actually, Dale, you play a lot of stuff, but I've mostly been watching your Marvel Champions. and got a chance to sit in a game you were playing on Marvel Champions Playtime. We are playing our favorite heroes, so we went through a whole bunch and talked through. We were saying an initial pack. Mine was Captain Marvel. Larry's was Iron Man. And then as everything came out, Miss Marvel has been my favorite to play, and Doctor Strange has been Larry's. So we played those. We played Expert Zola. We're not doing campaign or anything. I'd say we essentially crushed Zola.
I mean,
we
I think
kept
I took
minions under control.
2 or 3 damage the whole game. I never healed, never.
Yeah. Yeah, so we beat Expert Zola with these. It was Doctor Leadership, Doctor Strange Leadership, and Miss Marvel Protection. Now we switched our aspects, and I am playing Miss Marvel Justice.
And I'm just playing Doctor Strange.
Neutrals, only basics, so.
Well, so much of what I do with Doctor Strange takes part in his kit only.
It's so basic.
I want to just see.
You know what's interesting? That card, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, is a basic card. You know, you exhaust an Avenger to ready an Avenger. I guess they just want that for things. So, yep. So, here we go, and we are taking on Claw. I don't know if I said that. Expert Claw. So we haven't played Claw in a while, but we're playing Claw with. We decided to make it simple on ourselves. Claw with Ronin.
It should be so much
So
fun.
we're playing with the printed Ronin the Accuser. So we'll see how all of this goes here. But yeah, we've been working on Claw. We wanted to do that FFG challenge of, yeah, we definitely got to switch this up, huh?
Claw Heroic 3.
Claw Heroic 3 with MODOK.
I mean, we did one.
We did
not
Expert
difficult.
and 1, and we were working on 2.
I think we had a strategy for 2, but then we got off it because other stuff was going on.
Yeah, it's like a job to work on those heroics, which is what I think we were feeling last week doing the heroic campaign. Was like, it's just gonna turn out to be a job to get through all that. So, yeah, so simple. We'll see how this goes.
Goodness.
You want to be first this time?
Sure.
That way you get the minion in front of you.
Oh, I don't want a minion in front of me.
Okay. So, we got to get Defense Network. Look how long it's been since I played Claw. I'm just like, how do you play Claw? All right, Defense Network comes out. We flip this. Then because of this, he gets Immortal Claw. All right, so this one's going to have 4 on it. This one's going to have 6. I guess I got my job cut out for me first turn. You drew your cape?
Drew my cape.
That's
I
crazy.
drew 2 double resources. I have 3 of these, 3 of these. I drew 1 of each of those. And an actual
You gotta see what your
projection.
spell is. 4 goes here. 6 goes here.
His wins. I
And
don't
he
even
has
have to flip it.
36. See, that's crazy. All those villains we're playing were less health than him. He's got all his stuff in front of him and 36 health. 46 health.
He's arguably one of the harder.
Yeah. All right, and then do we discard until...
You get a minion,
Is there
right?
a third one?
Is it a Masters of Evil minion or any minion?
No, we don't have Masters of Evil in here. All right, so we discard until we get one. Put that engage with the first player. Oh gosh, Ronan.
I was going to say I'd laugh my butt off if it was Ronan.
All right, Weapons Runner. Whose butt is laughing now?
Oh, man.
Dale says we should roll off for first player to see who gets the minion.
I don't
I'm
want
too nice. I'm too nice.
My weakness is minions.
All right, here we go.
Stephen Strange's
Oh,
Kryptonite.
there's 2 double resources. And a Mircon. Nice. All right, so I don't need foiled. I don't need endurance. Wiggle room is tricky. Because I'm not going to get attacked up front. But in case I don't use something. And a beat cop.
I've yet to use Beat Cop. I put it in a deck. I've never played it. I'm curious to see if you make it work.
Draw. Didn't you just play beat cop in a deck?
No, that I had no choice, right? No, I don't think I played it.
Wait, what? You had no choice.
No, it was when we out of the box campaign.
Oh, gotcha.
I think you had it in yours because you were playing
Put that
Spider
wiggle
Woman.
room back on
Wasn't
the
it in
bottom.
Spider Woman's deck?
Oh, maybe. Is that what it was?
I don't even think you ever played it. I've yet to see it.
I think it comes in Hulk's pack.
I just don't remember seeing it. I don't know why.
All right, did I flip? I did. I got it in Biggin. So I'm going to flip over here. So I did not get an event.
Hey, she's fun to play, man.
Are you going to be able to remove threat?
No, I'm building.
What do you do?
I'm building. We're gonna remove threat.
Okay. All right.
You're the justice guy.
So it's brutal. All right. I will play. Am I playing in Biggin or am I playing counterintelligence?
Aren't you playing both because you have two double
No,
resources?
I have beat cop.
Okay, what's the beat
So I'm going to
cop do?
discard one of these, right? I'll play a skilled investigator. And then I'll discard one of these to play beat cop and play the other one. So I guess if I'm just dealing with threat, maybe I should just deal with threat and let Biggin go. So I'll put the beat cop out and play the counterintelligence. And I can remove 2 threat.
Sounds good.
Where do you want me to remove?
Whatever you feel like.
I want to get rid of
pretty
this
much
one.
got to do this if we want to keep this under control, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Because that other one is.
I mean, that's just if I can draw the other card, right?
Right.
Alrighty, all you.
I'm going to flip.
No, that's a lie, because I have this.
What does that do when any amount of threat would be added?
Prevent 3, right?
Fair. Flip to Doctor Strange. Tap him. Or exhaust him. The play wins. 1. Oh, Magic Blast. Too soon. Protective Ward.
So we're playing Expert Claw with Ronan. It's Miss Marvel Justice and Doctor Strange.
Double resource for
Neutral.
Cloak.
No aspect.
Double resource for Enhanced Awareness. Enhanced Awareness. Can you put 2 counters on there?
Uh-huh.
Protective Ward.
And bear with us if we yawn.
Can you
We
put
both work in
another-
schools, and we're up
you
at
put,
5:30,
2
6
counters on
o'clock
that?
in the morning. So it's, what, 8 something, 9 o'clock? So we get tired.
Cloak.
But we love playing this game.
I always help you out. I don't know why I do.
I mean, you could do this.
I'm gonna 7 and stun.
It's down to 39. All right. Ready up. I'm going to flip down next turn.
So frustrating.
Excuse me. You don't like a van.
So he adds 3.
Yes,
You're
and
gonna
I
stop
cancel
it?
it.
Sounds good.
And then he goes to
Stunned.
attack me. He's stunned, so I get attacked for 1. Then he goes to attack you. And he draws 2 cards. You ready for it?
Hey, what else am I gonna do?
He attacks you for 4, and you get a weapons runner, and
That
it did
boost
not
doesn't
defeat
do
a
anything.
character. So you get attack for 4, plus 1 is 5.
Ah, that's half my life.
There you go. And it's an illegal arms factory.
When revealed, Claw attacks you. You feel like blocking there?
Oh. He's going to attack for 2.
Plus 2 flips.
Sure. You attack for 5.
Jeez.
Block 4, I'm down to 5.
It's a little different than Zola.
We got
Turn
ourselves
1
set
and
up.
we're both pretty damaged.
Pass to you. Yeah, we got day jobs too. Day jobs, night jobs, evening jobs.
The first thing I'm going to do, because I don't like what's going on here, is I am going to give us 3 tough cards.
I know, and I got rid of my
Tough. Oh,
Whatever the other one was.
I'm not doing that yet. I lied. Just wait a second. I want to play Mockingbird, then do the tough.
I'm flipping down this turn.
He's alright, the bastard. Mockingbird, then the tough. So now Mockingbird gets a tough too.
He's stunned.
And he's stunned. She's gonna attack him for 1, then get her tough card. Gotta remember the order to do that in. Don't want to get the toughs before too long. Untap Strange. Use image, confuse the villain, and remove 4 threat from a scheme. Now I feel like we can get rid of this, right?
Do I want to get rid of cards?
Oh, I didn't see there was a card there, sorry.
Sorry. I didn't mean to sound snippy. I can get rid of it with Beat Cop, so, and then draw a card.
The last one is Vapors.
Oh, actually, call for an action.
Call for an action.
I'll get rid of this with Beat Cop. Draw a card.
Nice. Then Weapons Runner still has 1 left on him. I'm gonna flip down.
Oh, you're flipping down?
I am, because then I can get rid of this. And now I'm through my invocation deck.
How are we going to keep this down? Because he's confused.
Or you don't have to flip down.
What are you talking about? I have to flip down. I get 2 resources.
Well,
the way the character works.
Just because you get 2 resources doesn't mean you have to.
Oh my goodness.
You didn't do anything on turn 1, man. God. 7 rings. Oh, I get more toughs. Your turn, sir.
All right. I will play Stealth Strike and deal 4 damage here. Since that kills him, I can remove 2. I don't have a way to get rid of 2 more threat, though. Unfortunately. You use this?
Mm-hmm.
And what did Mockingbird do? Okay. So
there.
she should have a damage on her?
Yes, sorry.
Okay. All right, so I mean, I can big hands, which seems irrelevant. So I guess I put the bus out. Oh, you know what I can do? I can put this on you. Encourage you to get rid of side schemes. And then flip
even
down.
Even if you do it. Anyone who gets rid of them, right?
And then, yeah. And then I can put a double resource on the bottom.
I just haven't drawn any of my allies, and I have a ton of them. Once
Draw
I do
a
that,
card,
we'll be in good shape.
And then flip for one of my
I
own
say
cards.
I have Mockingbird, but...
Ooh, I got sneak by, which is perfect. So I will use my big hands to put... I'll use my big hands
to put under...
to put under surveillance on here. So now that can go to 16, right? So we should be good. I think we're a little more under control now. That was crazy. Although still, if we get hit like we did...
Well, I'm going to have to heal on this turn.
Craziness. You don't have an endurance?
Not on me yet.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huh. What did I say about my allies? All the 3 big ones.
Dale
in
says,
one
give me a
turn.
break. I'm a teenage girl.
So now what are we doing?
So now we're going to the villain turn. So the villain's going to add 3 here. We can't stop it. Then the villain is going to...
Confused against me,
Be
but the weapons
confused.
runner's going to add 1.
Weapons runner adds 1.
Then he flips for you.
Yep.
Adds nothing, plus
So
2.
it's a 2.
That's not bad, so it's
So we're
just
at
at
6.
6.
And then cards?
Ha! Shadows of the Past.
Ooh. I got nothing to cancel it. Where's your set? Oh, goodness gracious.
I have my set here in black sleeves.
That don't help us. All right, hang on. I had it set aside. Look at this tablecloth. This thing is falling apart.
Yeah, we got to do a play mat.
Yeah. All right.
This is
Doctor
gonna
Strange. I got you. All right, you're getting Baron Mordo. You got to get rid of the top card of your deck there.
Oh, that's not terrible.
Put it here,
I'll put it in there.
under there.
Oh, that got me to Windsor with 2.
There you go.
That's not bad.
And this has 6 on it. I mean,
Boy,
you
oh
say
boy.
that, but we're adding 2 a turn. Oh my goodness gracious. This served us well prior, but now it's just a mess. All right. Is that pass to me? No, I didn't flip my
You
card.
didn't flip your card.
You dare oppose me. Discard the top 5 cards of the encounter deck and any from the Kree Fanatic set.
There's one.
Okay. Ronan the Accuser activates against player. If he's not in play, this card gains Surge. To Ronan. Claw heals 4 damage. Yeah, this is crazy. Like 40 damage? We haven't done that in forever in a game with Rise of Red Skull. Okay. Whew. I got these 6 cards. I think Spider-Man is going to come in handy here. Because I can get rid of 6 threat. One of these. All right. So.
Don't get rid of this one.
Why? You don't want your card back?
Well, it says shuffle it into the deck, which means I'll lose my wins.
No, I don't think so, because I think you have a top card, don't you?
This is the top card, but isn't it part of the deck still?
That's a great question. I don't know the answer.
I've always assumed that.
Ah. All right, well, I mean, that's the one I get rid of, because I get rid of 6 threat.
There's nothing else with 6.
No. But I mean, I can get rid of
Defensive
Defense
Upper has
Network if you really
4,
want me to
which
be
gets 10 off of this, right?
subpar.
Oh, no,
no,
they're
it's
more
this
open.
one. All right, let me
man,
put a
that's
card
tricky.
back. So I'll put a double resource there, draw a card, flip for a card, shrink. I think I'm going to have to actually heal, though, huh? Or should I just grin and bear it? If I have an ally out?
If you have an ally out and tough, you should be fine.
Yeah, it's true, I got tough.
That's me. I'm going to have an ally and tough, so I should be fine.
So
too.
let's see what we could do here, because we could play Spider-Man, right? And then I could play Sneak By one time. So actually putting Sneak By back doesn't help, although I could use Beat Cop and myself to get rid of this.
Yeah, but you're going to draw cards after you do it too, right?
Right. So I'll Beat Cop this. Put Spider-Man into play. You don't want me to do that?
Yeah. Do we know if this is part of the deck right now or not?
I don't, and it would be in the Doctor Strange pamphlet.
Let's assume it is, and I'll just shuffle it up.
Oh, you didn't have the thing to cancel, did you?
No,
Okay.
I did not.
I think it stays on the top, but I still think it's worth getting rid of this card. Just when you can get rid of 6 threat, you know? And threat is definitely the thing we are dealing with. Although, you know what? Instead of using Beat Cop there, I could just use Spider-Man, right? When this happens, we can each draw a card. Spider-Man to get rid of this. Cleaning up this town. So now he's down to 33 health. Good job, Spidey. That's true. He just got rid of 8 threat, right? When he came in. All right.
Sneak by this, right?
And then I can use this. And then I can play Sneak By to get rid of 3 here. And then just use myself to get rid of the last one.
Which does 10 damage.
No, I already did
Oh,
the
you
10
already did
damage.
that
But,
one.
ooh, that cleans up a little bit. That's all up to you, though, over there. You know what? Instead, I'll get rid of the last one with Beat Cop, and I'll kill this for you.
Oh, nice.
See? I did something nice.
You did.
This still has to go to 16, so we're in pretty good shape. All right, now I got a board. Go ahead. You know what I have to do? I have to use the restroom.
Okay, I'll keep us going. I wonder if I'm in the same boat as Brandt. The first thing I'll do is get rid of this top card. I don't think I need to confuse the villain and do 4 threat. And I got my wins back. So because I have my wins back, I think I'm not going to heal this turn as much as I want to. I will flip, and the first thing I will do is play wins. So I get to draw 3, and then I get vapors back. That's interesting. I don't really like vapors, but that's fine. Draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So a lot going on here. I'll tap the cloak to untap Strange because he just did that. Got to get rid of Mordo, who's a 5. I had this right. 1, 2, 3. I think I'll pop both of these for 2. So 2 resources there. Third resource. And a 4th resource to play Nick and draw 3 more. There's Wong, who I need at this point. I'll get rid of 2 more. And 1 for Wong. I'll tap Wong to get rid of Vapors. So I don't like Vapors. To get the 7 rings, to give us some tough status cards, which I don't really need right now. Don't really need. Well, let's get rid of this.
We may not get to the end with this tablecloth. I don't understand. We played like all these games on it.
Get rid of these 3 for a Quinn Carrier. So I have Strange, and I guess.
Look at this train wreck.
That with the Quinn Carrier will get me Sorcerer Supreme.
Man.
Oh, and I have 3,
Build this way a little bit.
4 damage on the board. Mordo I don't care about, so we will.
You're just going to get damage on him?
I'm tough.
Doesn't he do
And
an
I have
effect
Nick.
afterward, though?
Oh, it's not when he hits you. Well, I don't have enough to kill him.
You drew cards with Nick?
Yep, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Well, I'll kill him with the beat cup next turn.
Yeah, so for this turn, we'll do 2, 4, thwart there. I'm not doing any damage.
Oh.
Thwarting.
Thwart for 4. This is totally how you play Claw. Just get everything under control and then just hit him.
I guess I'll thwart for 5 and get rid of the tough on Mockingbird. Nick has the damage. That matters because he's going to block for me. Alright, I'm pretty well built now.
Yeah. Yeah, we should be good. It's just this damage if he comes out swinging or Ronin pops out, right? We're in trouble. All right, looks like I'm going to flip down next turn.
I'm just teasing.
I know. All right, we're adding 2 here now. It's amazing. 3 of 16. He's attacking me. He's stunned. Nothing in front of me. Attacking you. Who's taking what? Is this directly to you or to whoever he attacks?
This is when Baron Mordo attacks you. So if you block it, it would affect you.
Right, but you is the player. The you is so ridiculous in this game.
But either way, Claw's attacking, Nick Fury's.
I'm just saying because you could block Claw and then let that hit Nick.
Right, I don't know that I didn't realize, that it wasn't. Is that hitting Nick, not?
That's what I was thinking. It says if it attacks you, which has been defined as the player's identity.
Okay.
So I think if he blocks.
So then I'll use tough on Claw.
Yeah.
And
Ooh,
Fury
let's do those.
and Fury will die to Mordo.
I think that's the correct.
That sounds good.
I also get really confused. Like, guard says you may not attack the villain, but if you is your identity, that means your allies could attack the villain. So I don't know. It's
Interesting.
it should just say the player.
Right. And
player
now
who is attacked.
Cards.
Yep. One here, one here. Ooh, counter spell. Attach to your hero when you play an event, cancel its effects and discard this card.
Attach to claw. It gains retaliate. My first player now?
Yep. I can beat cop him if you need 3 damage, and then I can finish him with Spider-Man. Put Red Dagger in.
Can I get 3 tokens, sir?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree, Dale. You is just so confusing. I mean, it's easy if they want to say you is your identity, but then there's times where you is you the player, so they should just do different things.
Mansion. Do you want the mansion? Do you need a mansion?
It could be good. I don't have an event in my hand, but I could flip
so
and heal.
mansion draw.
Wiggle room.
I'm gonna War Machine, spend War Machine for Doctor Strange to give 3 toughs out, because you know what? Someone said once, toughs are good. You still have tough.
Yeah.
Oh, this is where I get tricky.
Yeah, you should use those characters first.
Yeah, I just want to see what I want to do. How can you kill him, or can you?
I could use these 2 to kill him, unless we want to keep Beat Cop in play, but it deals 3 damage.
I think that's awesome. So
You want to do that in Wong?
I'll do Wong and Beat Cop to kill him. Wong takes a damage. Now Wong gets that toughness. And then Mockingbird, just a 1 ping just seems...
You can't, because Retaliate be dead.
Right, I think I'll just thwart for 1.
Makes sense. I'm flipping down this turn.
And then give her a tough. She also has 1. And I'm good. Oh, no, I'm going to untap Doctor Strange.
Did you use this?
Yep, I got to get rid of it now. Last one is going to be Crimson Bands, which I'm hoping I can play twice next turn if I can draw into it. And Strange will thwart for 2.
All right.
So we are pretty much under control. If you can get rid of that, would be nice. I don't know if you can.
Which one?
The
Actually could. I'd have to get rid of Coulson.
Oh, you didn't get rid of a side scheme that turn, right?
Right.
All right. Remember, I have that skilled investigator out.
Do I have to exhaust myself? No. All right, I'll do it. I'll get rid of this. Although we're going to go through the deck soon.
I mean, we are well under control. There's nothing to do but damage.
Yeah.
I mean, and then when you flip down, you could heal. You almost don't want to spend her action doing anything but healing, right?
Right. So
I still haven't healed with him.
I don't have damage. That's the issue. I mean, I could hit him with Spider-Man, but Spider-Man takes 1. Oh, not anymore. So he takes 2. He's at 31. But I mean, this is how we play Claw normally, right? So then I can flip for one of my cards. Oops, I got like 2 decks going on here. Big hands. And then I can put a card on the bottom, Nick Fury, draw a card, clear the area. So I guess I'll hold. I don't know. Should I hold foiled at this point?
Just play Red Dagger, right?
Oh, definitely. I think I'll hold foiled because I've got to get rid of this. So I'll play foiled to get rid of that. Which I'd rather have the big hands, but now I'm going to draw another foiled is what's going to happen. Maybe I should just say big hands. I want damage, right? And I'll have her attack for 2. Him, I always call Red Dagger a her. Attack for 2, and I think that's it. So we draw back up.
God almighty. This is an interesting, strange build. Look at, I mean, the table presence now is ridiculous. I have a mansion and a carrier.
It's not too bad. All right, 29. Just got the burn. That's the weird part, right? Then you flip, he goes to 44. Oh, yeah, no. That's a lot of health.
Oh, man. 2.
Okay, so he's adding 2 here. Then he's scheming against you. for 2, 3.
Why is he scheming?
He's attacking you for... Ooh, judge, jury, and executioner into play. Attacking you for 2.
That's it?
Yep.
Mockingbird takes the tough.
Then, sorry, I thought he was scheming, so I just drew. Then schemes against me for 2 plus attached to my identity. This is things get rough. So all damage against me is +1.
Ugh.
And after a friendly character is defeated, place 2 threat on the main scheme. So that's got to go, but I can sneak by next turn. So then cards. Again.
Hey, perfect timing.
I always get this freaking card.
Actually, this is a really funny game.
Under fire. All right. So I can exhaust to get rid of this. And then I get a guard. Hey, we haven't seen those.
And you are first.
Yep. So I will put one of my cards on the bottom of the deck. Ooh, what do I want at this point? Big hands is good. And I will draw a card. Then I will flip for one of my cards. Oh no. Went right through. Flip over. So the next event I play gets canceled, which is rude.
That's what you say foiled for, right?
Oh, I didn't realize I had Nokia. No, I didn't save foiled. So I'm going to get rid of Jessica Jones to play Nokia, who will let me play something for 1 less. So between that and this, I play Sneak By and it fizzles. Oh, I can't do that.
No, you can't because she's an alter ego action.
I did it before I flipped. I meant to do it before I flipped.
Oh.
Yeah, I just played her.
Oh, because it's not immediately. It's this.
Right. I thought I
phase.
had this, but now I got exhausted, so I can't get rid of this. Are you able to get rid of 3?
I don't know what I'm able to do.
Okay.
I was going to try to flip him this turn.
Yeah, I don't know if that's good with this out there, because as we kill people, we add threat, although maybe we don't care.
We're still on the first one, right? I think
Yeah.
it was 3 or 2. It's been so long.
But there's 2. I don't know. I mean, I could get rid of tough and then... Ugh, I just don't know.
You could thwart for 4 there with those 2, right?
Yeah. So, yeah. So then big hands will fizzle. Then I'll thwart here, I guess, for 4. Leave it at 2. Do you have anything to deal a damage here?
Not now.
Okay. I could sneak by. Big hands and sneak by. That's really all I can do.
If you sneak by, we can both draw a card.
Oh,
no,
there it is.
Actually, but I'm not on my hero side. But that's fine.
This should be shuffled. So I will sneak by, and then I can draw a card. How did I just do all that?
Or is this already?
Yeah, I already got a card. Yep, sorry.
That's fine.
So I get to draw a card here. Just clear the area. See that one, which is irrelevant now. I just don't have a way to deal the 1 damage. Darn it. So I guess I will... I don't know. This went away. I mean, I guess I just big hands him and hold wiggle room.
Can't big hands him. He has guard.
What?
The guy with tough has guard.
So I have to big hands this. 4 damage to a tough. All right.
I go.
Yep.
I will flip, and I will use my cloak to untap. I will avenge expansion. I will Quinn Carrier and a resource to get out the eye, which gives me another resource. So now I have one resource to play Master of the Mystic Arts. Get rid of these two. 7 damage and stun claw.
22. Somebody's dealing damage.
Trying. Then we'll tap Doctor Strange. 7 damage and stun claw.
7 more?
Yep.
15.
Oh, that's everything. So now we shuffle this up. I still have Wong. We can do 2 damage, but that would lose his tough, which doesn't seem worth. Oh no, I know what I'm going to do with Wong. I'm going to see what card we get here. If we don't like it, ha! If we don't like it, that's funny. We do like it.
You just leave him.
I think we're good. I mean, it's 2 damage, right? Gets him down to. I think we're going to stay like that.
All right. So then, where are we at? I have the first player marker. So we're adding 2 here to go to 4. Then he's attacking me. He's stunned. This attacks me for 2.
You're tough.
I'm tough because I'm +1, right, from all attacks.
Yeah.
And then you get attacked, and I can block for you, but you're tough.
Tough.
You got all sorts of stuff. Do you want him?
No, I'm just going to block with Mockingbird.
Okay.
I don't need her out right now.
Put Ronan the Accuser into play with you. So she's dead, and then you get attacked for 3. But you're tough,
Yes.
or do you want Wong to block it?
No, I think I'll.
So we got to remember he moves, right? He is also tough. Fewest remaining hit points. Whew.
And then cards.
I could block him if you want me to.
What do you mean block them?
You took. Oh, you have tough.
I have tough.
He's going to deal damage immediately to you.
Yeah, so tough goes away. It's fine. Ha.
Okay. Just got tough. You have a card? Did you go through your deck?
Yeah, that's why I already have a card.
Now you got 2. All right, Claw attacks you. If this attack deals damage, place 1 threat on the main scheme. So, I mean, I have a wiggle room,
Which prevents
but he's
all
attached.
damage.
No, he attacks me for 2 plus 2 flips.
Why 2? Oh, because you take 1 extra.
Yeah. Should I just take it?
Yeah, you got wiggle room, right?
Yep. So he's going to attack me for 4. So I wiggle room out of all but 1. So he adds a threat. And I draw Nick Fury. So we'll take it. So that goes to 5. Did I forget this?
Nope. We had it down to only 2.
Okay.
Me? The villain attacks you.
No, I had a second card.
Oh, sorry.
Master plan. Sorry, I just remembered when you started saying.
What's that? Why is Mockingbird in there?
That's yours.
Wait a minute. That doesn't look right.
Okay, master plan, master plan. Man, Claw's a pain in the butt.
He said that's why he's so hard on heroic 2 and 3. It's just
Just
like he does everything
Never
to you.
ending. All right, 5 on here. Yeah, I feel like I'm thwarting like crazy, and I don't have him down yet.
The villain attacks you.
Okay.
I think this is where Wong and his toughness come in.
All right, and you get a weapons runner.
And then Judge, Jury, and Executioner comes back out.
Okay.
And now I'm the first player.
Yeah, I can't keep these schemes out. That's why I can't deal damage, because I'm removing all this threat.
All right.
So they say.
First thing I'm going to do is wins.
They said win. I was like, well, that's a good move.
Okay. What comes next? Can we get a 7 in stun? That would be nice.
I should have put more for justice in here. I built the deck fast and didn't think to put enough events.
That is awesome. I'm going to untap with the cloak. I could turn his tough
Into confuse?
I guess, because it can't be stunned.
Right.
Even though I'm not stunning him, I'm just changing the status card. That, I mean, I'm not going to try that now, but that's
But you might as well confuse it.
No, I know, but
Why
I'm just...
change it to stun that gets removed rather than confuse?
Why would... what I'm saying is, why would it be...
Oh, gotcha.
He can't be stunned.
I see what you're
Stun Ronan. I'm not stunning him. I'm changing his stat.
Right.
I'm not saying that's
I
how
see.
it
No,
works,
I see what
but
you're saying.
it's an interesting...
No, that's a better argument. I was just thinking he can't have the stun status. You're saying he can't have an effect that says Ronan is stunned.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm just...
I mean, if anybody could manipulate it, it would be Doctor Strange, right?
Right. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy.
I'm flipping down this turn, so.
I want to flip down. I've been at 5 life for a while. It's getting kind of scary, and I got Ronan in front of me.
You can flip down. All the way up all this mess.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
Yeah, all I can really do is play Nick.
Well, let's draw a card and see what happens. All I can do is play Nick.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, you would leave me with no turn, so.
I know, that would be
Should
fun.
hold him. Oh, well.
I'm teasing you. Oh, man.
If we can get rid of these, we can draw cards. But you got to be careful not to lose allies to do it. Like if I thwart for 4, we add 4 here. So I don't know. Oh, did you get rid of it? Didn't you have images of icon? Did you just cycle through it?
No, he blocked. No, I had
okay.
vapors. Yeah. That's how I made him confused. Some resources over here. Oh, I'm sorry. So I can't play Nick, you're telling me?
I mean, it would leave me with no turn because I can't play any of my cards except Nick.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Can I play Nick and kill him?
I don't think so.
All right, 3 resources here. Let's just start with this. I have a fist. I have a fist. I don't have to worry about that. A magic blast claw. 5 damage.
There you go. Down to 10.
Discard the top card of your deck. Blue, confuse him.
I assume we're trying to ignore Ronin rather than deal 18 damage.
Damage is not something that seems like fun to me. Play an endurance on me. Makes me feel a little better. Oh, at this point, I want to save that. I want a double resource here.
Can you get rid of 4 off of this?
To get the helicarrier out. So I'll be able to give the helicarrier you if you need it.
Can you get rid of any threat? Do you have a threat removal card?
No. I had Nick Fury and you told me I couldn't play it.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I apologize. This was a
That's
big
okay.
turn of just gonna get rid of target acquired.
Yeah, just hold Nick for next turn then if you can.
Yep. To untap again with tenacity.
So then you could thwart.
Well, for 2, or I could give 3 toughnesses out, which makes me feel pretty good with everything that's going on. Three toughnesses. Because I like tough. Tough. And Spider-Man
Sure.
or Wong? Well, you're flipping down, right?
Yeah.
I am too. Is that a bad play? Yeah, it is what it is.
Oh, it's not too bad.
And then I flip down, and then you have an extra resource if you need it with my helicarrier, my friend.
All right. I'll play Nick. Draw 3. Ooh, that's not bad.
Actually, let me see what this was. Oh, yeah, I'm not flipping down. I will stay up because I have toughness and a protective ward in my hand.
Then I will
I'm going to tap the helicarrier. Next card you play costs 1 less.
use red dagger. Is this a good idea?
I'm going to put this near you so you know you have it.
Can I get rid of this? I can, right? Okay. I guess I'll use red dagger to get rid of 2 threat here. But that adds 2 threat over here. But then when I put red dagger back in my hand, I can get rid of 2 resources to put red dagger in my hand and deal 2 damage.
Yeah, kill the weapons runner.
Get rid of that. Then I can play Jessica Jones. I was trying to. I'll use your helicarrier.
Yep.
I just don't know if I should hold this or red dagger. I feel like I should hold red dagger, but I can't use red dagger this turn. Although I could get rid of Spider-Man. So I guess I'll hold red dagger and see if I draw a double. I'll actually have enough. So then she can get rid of 3, correct?
Yep.
Then I can get rid of 1, which will get rid of this, so we both draw cards. You flip it down.
Nope, I didn't. I had double resource, so Nick's going to be an easy play next turn.
Then I guess I'll use these 2 to get rid of 4 threat here. Whatever, he's got 1. I'll flip. And we'll use Amir Khan to put Sneak By back on the bottom of my deck. Draw a card. I will use her to play Red Dagger. I'll use Red Dagger to get rid of this one. And then I'll flip for one of my cards, which is Bruno. All right, here we go.
Did you use this?
I played no events.
Oh, okay.
Do I want Bruno? It's a good card. Here's some beat comps. Okay. Where are we at? Are you first player?
Yep.
Okay. So do you have least health? So he
Yeah,
stays with you?
Yep.
All right. So then we're going to add 3 here. This goes to 10 of 16. He's going to attack you.
Yep. And it doesn't matter. Wong and I are both.
I got Nick.
Oh. Nick and then.
I'll do Nick first. So he attacks for 4. Then Ronan attacks you. So you lose your tough.
Yep.
And we got rid of that card. And
Deck. Okay. So 5.
draw all 5.
2, 3, 4, 5.
0. Well, that's twice and nothing happening. Oh, here it is. Ronan the Accuser activates against the player he's engaged with. So he attacks you again. Long. Good thing you got those toughs.
I mean, it's hard to
All
argue
right.
with Strange, isn't it?
There you go. I will put Nick Fury on the bottom of my deck. I will draw for a Kamala Khan card. Shrink. Why am I exhausted?
No idea.
Yeah, I don't think I am.
Shouldn't be.
I think I did it when I was getting my card. All right, so then I will play Stealth Strike with the suit. That will deal 4 damage here and remove 2 threat.
Was his toughness already gone?
Yeah. Remember I big hands to the toughness?
Oh, that's the same guy that's been there that long? Oh, my
Yes.
God. So you've big hands and stealth strike them?
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
Then, oh, I forgot to do this for -1.
He's only got 3 life. What's stealth strike do, though?
I should have just
Oh,
held
remove
this.
2 threat. If it... Did you remove 2 threat for
4
stealth
and 2, yeah. It's 4 damage and 2 threat.
strike? All right.
I guess I'll put my beat cop into play. Does that make sense at this point? And I'll play big hands and bounce it back just to have it for next turn. So we can start dealing damage. 6. I'm going to remove a threat here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to 2. Is 2 helpful for you?
No. Yes.
Is
2's
1
helpful.
better?
No, 2's fine because I have Nick.
All right,
good?
all you.
First thing I'll do is mansion. I will, oh God, Helicarrier, Quinn Carrier, and I.
See you, Dale. Thanks for the good luck. Okay. Yeah, this is way more stressful than Soul.
Target acquired to play Nick.
We're close, though. Once we
Draw
flip them,
3,
then.
1, 2, 3. Nick will pop Zola.
But nope.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Claw.
Claw. You just said Zola, so that kind of got me going.
All right, so he's got a toughness on him now. And 44 health. That is crazy. We just haven't.
He's got toughness.
Dealt with
forgot he
anybody.
Got toughness. That's kind of annoying.
I think Red Skull has 20 health on his level 3, and that's the highest health
Huh,
of
that's
any
interesting.
of them. The health is a lot higher. You got your cloak. Oh, you haven't done anything yet.
Yeah.
You should probably hold one of those to.
Astral projection here. Remove 3 threat, and then look at the top card. Remove 1 additional for each boost icon.
So you remove 4.
Yep.
Well, we got this under control at the moment. And we have all these that can take hits for Ronin, so this is what we want.
Yeah, but not with the tough there.
You just hit him.
I'll ping him for tough. Then I will Crimson Bands.
All right, so he's down to 37.
7. And
Nice.
confuse
I never got my Embiggen. But I mean, I can hit for 2, 4,
Play target acquired.
12. Not quite there, but we're getting there.
What side are you on? You're on that side, and he's stunned, so it almost doesn't matter.
You would use that if you flip down.
Right, which is what I'm looking to do, just so that I can get rid of this
I think it makes sense.
and draw through. So I will flip down. Yeah, I'll flip down and discard that. 2, 3, 4,
All right.
6.
Are we going back up?
Going back up.
Here we go. Draw to 5. Got a whole bunch of sneak buys now. When we might not need threat removal. All right, so he's going here. He's adding 3 to go to 6. He's I've got 9 health. What do you have for health?
8.
So he stays with you. He goes to attack me. He's stunned. I got nobody in front of me. He goes to against you. Just got flipped, right? So he's going to scheme for 4. This goes to 10, which is fine. Then Ronan is confused.
Yep.
And then we get cards. Yeah, this feels a little more controllable now, but we'll see how these go. Oop. 3 plus 0. Look at that luck.
I get Mordo.
Okay. Pass to you. 37 damage. You got it? Oh, did you cycle that last turn?
After I flipped, no. I was going to say
that's just be shuffled, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Nick's gone?
Yep, I was waiting to block with somebody, but no one to block with.
Sorry, I was thinking it was my Nick for some reason, but it's your Nick.
And we'll cycle again. We'll start at the turn.
Wins?
No. Use.
Well, I'm flipping down this turn, so.
Holy cow, that would be so much fun. Just to do it, I might do it. You are flipping down?
Yeah.
Right, then I'll flip. Oh man, this is going to be fun, Brandt. Let's draw a card, just because I can. Oh, I got a magic blast. Oh, the fun. This is going to be fun, just because I want to say I did it. 1, 2, 3 resources.
I'm so intrigued as to what you're going to do.
3 resources. 4, 5 resources. 6, 7.
What?
8, 9 resources.
Gotcha.
Heimdall and War Machine. Who says there's no allies in it?
Got it. All right, so
Actually,
you look at the
that's
top
not,
3
that's
cards.
not bright, though. Hang on.
Yeah,
I mean, well, then I can't play any spells. It doesn't make the most sense to do, actually.
War Machine feels a little less useful.
Yeah, Heimdall seems good. So I'll save 4 resources, 5, counting.
So look at these 3 and discard 1. Probably the retaliate.
Yeah, or Defense Network? Nah.
I think we just let it go at this point.
Okay, so now we're going to tap him, spend 1, confuse the villain, and remove 4 threat from a scheme. Hey, we're going to untap. We're going to tap him again to wins. Draw 3 more cards. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
we can
boy.
get him down.
Yeah,
Oh, no. Sorry. I was thinking you were 14 times 2. It's going to be not quite.
Still, though. War Machine for 1 to play Master of the Mythic Arts. Get rid of these 2. Crimson Bands as side talk on him, so he's stunned and confused now. Next turn I could play it twice.
Yeah, you could just play it again.
Yeah,
Are you
'cause I
worried
can't
about
play.
wasting this stun?
No, I can't play it now
Oh, yeah.
because it's 1 and then 2.
Yeah, I got nothing to give you, sorry.
That's okay. So I have 5 damage here, so I could just get rid of Mordo, so he's not a problem. Or I could put 5 damage on him and then block with these guys for the stuff I got to deal with. So let's put 5 damage on him.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to get him this turn. I can't do 25, but I can do 15. Then he's done.
Well, next turn I'm going to do close to, if not 20 or more, so we should be good. And that's it for me.
All right, I will big hands. Followed for 4 damage. Get it back. 21. Then I will big hands with 2 sneak buys for another 4. Get them down to 17.
You didn't beat Cop yet, right?
I will beat comp. I will flip down. I will put a big hands on the bottom. Draw a card. I'll pay 1 less for my next card. I will flip for a card. So I can put, well, no, I know what I'll do. I will hit for 2 with red dagger. Then I'll put red dagger back in my hand. I'm going to be short 1 resource. And get rid of these 2.
That do 4 damage?
2 damage.
Well, 2 and then 2 for spending it, right? You
Uh,
attacked for 2, and then when red guy spent 2
Yeah.
resources, so you did
I went
4.
down to 19. Oh, you're right, right? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm right.
What did you leave him at? Did you leave him at?
25.
25. Then I did 4, and 4 is 17. Another 4, yeah, 13.
And now another 2.
And I have 1. I don't have enough to play that.
But you could have Jessica.
Do you want a
Jones.
blocker, or you don't care at this point?
I have 2 blockers.
Okay.
And he's stunned.
All right. Down to 11. I mean, if you can double cast the thing, it's pretty much over as long as we survive, right? All right, I will get rid of my beat comp.
Yeah, I don't even need to double cast these. At 11, I got 5 damage right here with these 2 guys.
Take this one.
I don't want to draw my last card. Can I choose to draw less and not use the Sorcerer Supreme?
Nope.
That's funny.
He adds another one. Look at that, 2. So he's going to add 4 to go to 12. Is that our high water mark? I've done my justice duty. Are you still at 8? Still got Ronan. All right, so then he's going to go to attack you.
But he's stunned.
He's stunned. Then they both attack you. I got no help for you.
So Wong against Mordo.
And then, oh, right, we decided Mordo doesn't flip. And then Ronan, you just take 3.
Doesn't do anything to me. I might as well, right?
And then cards. And you got a second card there.
Yep. Weapons Runner, Surge, Sound Manipulation, take 2 damage, Claw heals 2.
Woo! You flip that again.
Caught off guard, discard an upgrade.
You got an upgrade you can get rid of?
I don't think so. Wow.
Defense network and an armored guard. Oh, so I can't win the game.
Funny, funny, funny.
All right. I will beat Cop to get rid of the tough. I will flip for a Kamala Khan card. Oh, did I skip one? Come on. Hey. I will, American, I'm going to put a foiled on the bottom to draw a card. I will play...
Well, I could double Crimson and Magic Blast, so I have
For 1 less, I'll
19
play
damage.
Red Dagger. I'll deal 2.
22.
I'll flip. I'll deal a 3rd. I will play Nick Fury to deal 4 damage. I will attack for 2, and I will call for an action.
Oh, okay. What's he at, 7?
Yes.
Oh, I don't even have to do anything fancy. I could just do this, and I don't know, spend this resource and kill him. I mean, I will say this neutral thing was just a board state for me. Like, it was just keep getting Crimson Bands and Magic Blasts for damage.
You know how Absorbing Man basically is in the campaign to like slow you down?
Yeah.
That's what Claw feels like. Like he's just throwing things in front of you, right? Like
Right.
he's just throwing things in front of you. I mean,
don't
I guess
think there's
this added to our difficulty because of drawing like triple flips and everything.
I think he's just, if you can, and that's where playing him on Heroic is nigh impossible with that. It's just so hard to keep him under control, but he really...
Yeah.
Non-heroic, he's not that hard as much as he's just annoying. He's just, you've got to just keep up with all the little minutia.
You're just never under control. The thing is you just don't know, right?
Right.
You could be like, oh, he's going to hit me for 2 or 1 plus 2 flips. The next thing you know, it's 5 or 6 damage. It's more than you get hit from other people. And then you're like, oh, we got everything under control. And then you draw the double and you put this in play and you put this in play.
Well, especially with Ronan the Accuser, right? Like that scheme or side mission really makes him.
But yeah, he still felt like that felt tougher than a lot of the ones from Rise of the Red Skull.
I mean, yeah.
You know, I mean, Zola.
I mean, turn 1, we both went down to 5 health. You realize that? Yeah. And then we both stayed at 5 health for a while. And you healed once, and I played an endurance.
Thwarted the crap out of that thing. I just left. I mean, Spider-Man came in and got rid of 8, and it was like, okay, we got more to do. Like, that was craziness. So
It's interesting with that double neutral card coming out, possibly.
Yeah, your deck just got that much better.
Well, just the idea of a neutral deck's a little more reasonable now because Heimdall is not a bad card.
No.
Mockingbird, Nick Fury, Heimdall, and Lockjaw are 4 solid allies to have in the deck.
Right. I mean, there's no doubt that a good number of especially the events for neutral, or basic, as they call it, are not as good, right? It's like thwart for 2 instead of whatever, deal 3 damage for 2. Like, it's meant to be like, okay, I want to well-round my deck. But certainly, like, the double resources, right?
Right. But now think about it, though.
Nick is not that way.
I could go double resources plus double resources with the power of.
And just 2 cards plays Nick.
Right.
Yeah.
Because now I have 5 of those cards that can
And
play
then
Nick.
draw 3 cards.
Right.
So the 3 cards you just played, you draw to replace.
Yep. And you have Nick on
No, I'm telling you, that's the card I looked at. They showed off Quicksilver.
how's he?
So Quicksilver is all like,
He's got to somehow get extra turns or tap.
yeah. See, I thought, and it's fine. I'm not saying the design space has to be, but I thought they would do like take another turn after this turn, or just straight up a card that was like pay 5, take another turn. Although pay 5 might be irrelevant. You discard your whole hand and take another turn. It's not that big a deal. But instead, he is after he exhausts. I don't remember it exactly, so I apologize. But after he exhausts to do a basic action, you can ready him once per turn. So I think he's a 1/1/1.
Faster than Cap, because Cap has to discard to ready.
Right. I think he's a 1/1/1, but then all his signature cards are give him +1, give him +2. It's like if you flipped him this turn, give +1 to everything. Pay 1 to give him +1. Pay 2 to put +1 thwart permanently in play. Pay 2 to put +1 attack permanently in play. And then always be running is pay to unexhaust him. So now you get a 3rd chance to do that. It might be even better than that. It might be when you use it can't be though, because then it would be infinite, right? If it was when you exhaust, unexhaust, because then you would just keep doing it. So it's got to be once per turn.
Right.
But whatever the way it is. So yeah, they showed him up. I mean, again, he just feel like thinking about Spider-Woman and how it was like, oh, I think you could break the game with like the 2 aspects. You just think about him and you're like, boy, I think.
Well, and I originally thought that I had these grandiose ideas for Spider-Woman, and she is an intriguing character, but I still hold after playing her and building and looking through the cards. She's fun. She can do some cool stuff that you can't normally do, but because she doesn't go deep into either aspect, she doesn't get too crazy with either one, unless, and I haven't looked that hard to say, can I go one aspect low cost so that it's more playable, other aspect high cost to do cool stuff. But the problem, of course, if you do high cost, you're not triggering her ability to play multiple, which I'm wondering if her power lays less in her getting buffed by playing multiple aspects a turn and the ability to be like, oh, I have these awesome 3-cost, aggression cards in my hand, and I have these awesome 3-cost protection cards in my hand, or justice. Imagine having,
I mean,
tricky.
It strikes me that her power is in if you play 2 different aspects, she's a 3/3/3.
That's what I thought.
And then if you ready her with her card, now you can attack for 3 and thwart for 3.
Right, but what's interesting about that...
Good. That's very versatile, like Cap is.
But to do that, my point is to play 2 cards in a turn to trigger her, you have to go low-cost curve.
Right.
Which takes out all the good cards from the aspects.
Yep.
Right? It's not like you're going 20 cards deep into aggression so you can have some of the 3-costers. You're almost forced to play 0s, 1s, and a couple of 2s.
Yep.
And I'm just wondering if there's a better build where one aspect has the low curve and the other aspect has the high curve good card. So like I'm almost thinking protection so you could tackle for stuns, and aggression so you could also do some of those other ones. And now it's like, oh, look, I could do heal and stun, and I can also, I don't know. I don't know, because she also stuns and confuses on her own with 2 of her cards in her kit. So if you give her 3 more stuns than Mockingbird, all of a sudden she's a 6-stun, 7-stun character.
Right.
Not bad.
And I mean, since she can attack or thwart well, like you could get her to a 3 pretty easily, leadership protection somewhat makes sense in that you're now using those cards to get other things, but you can attack and thwart, so you don't really need her attack and thwart cards, right? You just have Venom Blast.
Well, that's the first time
21
I
and
built
deal
her.
5.
That's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
Because I was playing low-cost leadership to get her buffed and low-cost protection to heal allies. So the idea was leadership to be able to trigger her, because you have morale boost, you have get ready, you have inspired presence to untap and heal, which is great for her Captain Marvel, and a couple of allies, and that's all for leadership. So all leadership does is worry about allies.
Yeah.
And then you go protection and you look to heal your allies.
Right.
And maybe the tackle just for the stun. I don't know. It's interesting.
The only heal is the medical, the med team, right? There's no other heal.
No, isn't that their heal 2, deal 2 damage now in protection?
Heal 2 from yourself.
Right, I just mean in
okay.
general heal
Yeah.
cards. Yeah.
So,
And does Night Nurse help with allies or no?
I think it heals a hero.
Okay.
So.
Well, we're 2-0 tonight.
I know, that was it. I mean, that's what I hate saying it, that's what we're used to. But yeah, I mean, it shows that we're doing that. Exhaust the Night Nurse and remove 1 medical counter, heal 1 damage from a hero, and discard 1 status card from it.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, I mean, there it is. There's Expert Zola, Expert Claw. Those are 2 of the tougher bosses in the game. So, and I don't know, I felt a lot more, like, I guess I didn't think we were going to lose to Claw, but I was trying to keep this under control and keep all those schemes. And maybe had I not
That first
discarded
turn,
all
I was a
those-
little concerned when we both got down to 5 so quick,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
then we got it under control.
And that's how Claw is. Claw is, it starts out of control, you get it under control, and there's a single pushback. It's very much like a game of Pandemic to me.
Yep.
Right? It's that like, we got to get this under control. We do. There's one more pushback, and then usually you settle in. We're just used to like playing Iron Man and burning 40 damage in a turn. Right. But I mean, honestly, we did 37 damage in 2 turns.
Well, and I was geared up to do at least 23 damage on my turn.
Right.
You know, maybe more with card draw.
And I did. What did you left him at 25? I got him down to 9. I got him down to 11, so I guess I only did 14.
Yeah,
It
but
wasn't
still.
a ton, but I mean, it's that plus.
Right, but like I said, I was going to do over 23, so between the 2 of us, that was a 1-turn kill.
Right. Versions of Kang.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like the joke that people were making on the Marvel Champions Facebook community, they were like, hey, how's everybody experience been with Kang since future yourself has played Kang and come back in time to tell you, right? Like.
Well, what's interesting, the only knowledge I have of Kang to some extent is there's an app Marvel game. I think it's Contest of Champions.
Yeah.
And Kang is the schmuck character that you always go and attack. Like,
Gotcha.
So the game what's the guy's name who in the Thor movie, right?
Yeah.
What was the Game Master guy called? Oh my God, oh God.
What is he?
From Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
In Thor Ragnarok. Anyways, I think
Jeff Goldblum.
Right, but
the actor.
whatever that character
Yeah.
was, I think in Marvel, this weird Champions game where you're fighting in arenas, Kang is always the other opponent.
Gotcha.
Bringing his guys, and he's a schmuck. You always beat him, like he stinks. So that's all I really think of Kang is this.
So what he does, roughly, as far as I know, is you're like fighting him, and then when you defeat him, or you defeat the first scheme, the first, what are these called? Yeah, main scheme.
Yeah.
The second scheme deals out random side schemes to everybody, and everybody gets tossed to a different, like you're in your own world, and I'm in my own world. So now I'm fighting my version of Kang, and when I defeat my version of Kang, I can come over to yours and help you fight. So we get sent into our own zones.
Interesting.
So it's kind of like you have to be able to hold your own.
But here's what's weird.
Which is a weird part of 2-player when you're trying to work together.
But I was also going to say, what does that look like solo?
Oh, it's a good question. I guess you just get tossed to a random one.
Right, and you're just...
Right, but it makes it every time you play, it'll be different. So remember how when, I'm sad that they're not doing it, but like when Kang came out, when Green Goblin came out, he had 2 in there, plus a bunch of side schemes. And we didn't even know, so we were just like shocked. I would have liked that with Kang, but I guess the idea with Kang is there's going to be, I imagine, there's got to be at least 4, but I hope there's like 6 or 8 different places you could go.
I was thinking 8 so that it'd be, 4-player pretty...
and then there's a whole bunch of different side schemes in there again. So like there's one where a T-Rex is running through Central Park. You have to take the T-Rex out.
And I got to be honest, I still think, I know they have their version of expert and heroic. I really like the idea of changing the difficulty and the experience of the game by adding just, you know, a couple of different of these. What are they called? Schemes?
Yeah, it's hard
or
to
are they
know.
called,
Like side schemes.
side missions. These
Side
are still
schemes.
called schemes.
Side schemes.
Really? No, they're not side schemes, are they?
Encounter sets.
Encounter sets. I knew it wasn't side schemes.
Side encounter scheme sets.
Yeah. But that to me is interesting because you could do some really neat stuff.
Right.
Right? Because even just doing the different one than what they tell you to do. Like Rhino, they say to do under assault or something, or under attack, or is that?
Yeah, what is it? Under siege?
But my point
Bomb
is just
scare.
bomb scare. But even changing that to something different changes the feel of Rhino. But imagine adding two different ones. Now all of a sudden,
Yeah, it's always hard to know. Are you
water
are
their deck
those-
down a little bit.
Right. Are those like obviously some of them like we know MODOK and Ronan are just harder. So if you shuffled those in, you just made it harder.
But the
which
other
ones
one is
make it
tough, too.
easier? The argument that I hear people say for like leadership being the best is they'll say, well then shuffle in under attack, because under attack, you know, if you go to block and then you draw that, like I don't know if we've ever had that situation, but if I block with Quake and Quake has 1 health left,
This keeps her from blocking.
right, so she takes 1 damage, she's gone, now it's an undefended attack against me.
Yep.
So
Nice, yeah.
that's how you can kind of bust up leadership. This one does a good job, which you could see as something
Which I
that they
did
did
that,
in
though. That did
Zola.
happen to me, but I
Yeah.
had toughness on him.
Right.
Remember?
Right. Well, that's where Strange is so good. So, yeah. So we'll play Kang next week. We're hoping Wednesday. It has to come in to our store, so until we can get that and play that. But that'll be our plan. We're not going to play on Thursday because it's Larry's birthday. So and many other things. So
And
Thursday
more
won't work
importantly,
for us
it's
next
my
week.
first volleyball game of the season in
Yeah.
COVID, which we're also doing senior night as the first game, so that in case
There's
the
no
season gets
Monday.
ended earlier. I mean, it's just Thursday.
Yeah.
It's,
So Thursday
it's
won't
gonna
work.
be
So if it doesn't come into us for Wednesday, then we'll still play it, but who knows when we'll play it. We'll have to figure that out.
Friday?
Yeah,
I
we'll
don't
have to
know.
figure something out. So
Thursday at midnight?
that's going to be our plan there. And then I usually do a thing called BonnerCon at my house where we play games for 4 days, but I am not having 100 and something people come through my house in 4 days. So
You would,
Yeah, no.
You would be on the state's most wanted
So-
list of.
So we're going to try to stream a night or a day or something. So we'll do some extra streams in terms of all that, which will be like the Indigenous Peoples Day weekend, because that's my birthday weekend. So we got both our birthdays coming up next 2 weeks. So
It'll be fun.
there is that. All right, that is our favorite heroes. Mine is Miss Marvel.
Favorite hero to play in Marvel Champions.
Sorry, mine is Rocket Raccoon.
And mine was Doctor Strange. I had a lot of fun with him. And did you already tell them to let us know their favorites?
Yeah. Yeah. Let us know your favorite villains too. If we didn't play your favorite villains, you want us to try them. I mean, I know a lot of people like Ultron, so we can do an
I'm
Ultron.
so excited for. Can I just put a wish
Yes.
out there? I know we're ready to be done, but I can't wait. I hope they do a campaign and they tweak it a little bit and give me Magneto as the final boss.
Oh,
and
yeah.
give me like Toad, Blob, Sabretooth, Juggernaut, Magneto. I would go crazy
What they need to
for
do,
that.
what
That would
they-
be awesome.
What they need to do is you do that, and when you beat Magneto, you can open the Magneto hero pack in the box, and now you can play as Magneto.
awesome.
Right? Like they don't have to hide it in the box. They could just be like, now you
Right,
can
but
play Magneto.
when I think about campaign style, so you have Magneto, Brotherhood of the Mutants, definitely can do that. Obviously, we could do Thanos because we just saw it.
Which is, yeah, where
But-
we're headed.
I love Doctor Doom. He is one of my favorite villains of all time.
Is he a Fantastic Four?
Yep. So when
That's a box.
Galactus with Silver Surfer,
Right, right.
and that would be the one where Silver Surfer, the Herald of Galactus, is one of the villains leading up to Galactus. When you beat him, he becomes a playable hero, as he does in the comics.
That would be awesome.
So there is just, I guess my point is, this isn't a literally unlimited.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what their plan is because they're very clear that they are trying to make Marvel Champions accessible. That is like the number one thing. So they want the hero packs. They want things to sell. I was listening to a thing with Caleb, and he was talking about how, like, in Arkham, the main box for a cycle sells, and the first pack sells, and then the other ones don't sell. So by selling these hero packs, they're hoping people are like, I want Thor, I want Cap, right?
And then
they're playable,
that are
which
fun,
is nice, right? And so it makes sense in terms of all that.
And I mean, I got to be honest with you, we still don't have the Sinister Six.
Right.
I mean, don't get me started.
And from what we hear, the Galaxy's Most Wanted, which is the next campaign after this, is supposed to be very different. It's not supposed to be this. This one was, can we make 5 villains, and then can we find some cards to tack them together?
Interesting choice. I mean, no offense to Fantasy Flight. Red Skull's popular enough. Mm-hmm. I don't know that anyone else in that box is, rises to the occasion. Whereas when you do
when they were designing Taskmaster, he would have been in Black Widow.
Right, true. But when you think about just traditionally like X-Men, you have well-known villains up to Magneto. You think of Spider-Man, the Sinister Six, all well-known villains. There's some great options out there.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they must have thought about, like, we want to get to Thanos. Right, before we get to X-Men.
Which is
I can only imagine it goes
to me,
Thanos into X-Men, and then the game is just, like, in its heyday, right, at that point.
But what's interesting to me, this is just my minor side rant, is they were very clear that this game is not based on the MCU. But yet, I feel like a lot of the product push
there's no doubt, because it's free advertising, right, for the game. So,
right.
I mean, when you see stuff like Wrecking Crew, that has nothing to do with the MCU.
Right.
And when you see some of the art, or when you read the comic and it says, heh, babe. Like, that's not MCU. Right. So.
Well, and I go back to Guardians, which I love the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. They really weren't exciting comics.
Right, but they have to bring in Guardians to bring in Thanos.
Of course.
Right, so that's what they're doing. I mean, I think it makes perfect sense to do the MCU arc with the Avengers, Thanos. And then my guess is they just want to do such a good job with the X-Men, or they want to have so much hype going into the X-Men.
But there's so much. I mean,
how do you make an X-Men box? Are there 4 X-Men that you could definitely make? Is it just Cyclops, Wolverine, Storm?
And Jean Grey.
Gray?
I mean, to me, that would be the 4.
No, Professor X.
Now, if you do the 5th, because there were 5 in the first
Professor
box.
X would be your new Nick Fury, right?
Right, but again, eventually, I hope we have Nick Fury as a playable hero, right, with a lot of S.H.I.E.L.D. agents and other cool stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about this game lasts 10 years, right? Like,
where's Loki as a playable villain?
But like, you're keeping Beast, Nightcrawler, Gambit,
Rogue.
They're all out. I mean, you can make one with 5. You can make one with 6.
Bishop,
because that's the weird thing. Will you be happy if you have 6 heroes and then 2 villains with Magneto, or what do they do? Or do they, like, do you not give people Magneto till later? So is it like, are you fighting?
You cannot
who's
release.
Who's the shapeshifter?
You cannot release that Mystique. You
Mystique.
Cannot release
the X-Men box without Magneto.
I mean, I almost think it's got to be a
if
campaign.
They tell you Magneto is the campaign at the end of the
X-Men
X-Men
that would be fine,
thing.
but the campaign should be the Brotherhood. It should be, Toad, maybe not Blob, Sabretooth, Mystique, Juggernaut, Magneto, right? Like, it's prime for that.
But I'm just saying because now the problem, or you got to release a core box, which they would be really smart, I guess, if they release a core box. But even the core box was 5 heroes, 3 villains.
Right. But that would be fine.
You're going to put 5 heroes in there? I think Rogue would be the next one in, right?
Or Professor X. Because, I mean, I think people are going to, more than Nick Fury, people are going to want to play Professor X. They're not going to want Professor X to be an unaligned Nick Fury type character. Unless their thought process is going to be, we're going to treat the X-Men box as a brand new core box and kind of duplicate some of what they did. Mm. Mockingbird would be Rogue, right? Player, do something like a stun, play Professor X like a Nick Fury.
That's got to be my guess, because you don't have enough people who would buy into X-Men, right?
I mean, Wolverine.
I think they would do a core box.
How many movies did they do for X-Men and Wolverine? Right. It's almost, it rivals the MCU as far as what they've done in that arc.
Right.
With one group of X people.
2
right?
groups.
I mean, Wolverine movies.
Yeah.
X-Men movies, then X-Men younger movies. Right. But still, there's 12 of those movies.
Yeah.
Maybe 14 with the other Wolverines in there and
That's
Logan
true, with all the
whatnot.
Wolverines, yeah.
I mean, so that's got a pretty good following. And like someone like my wife, Christine, she's loved all the Marvel movies. She loved all the Wolverine movies, right? She loved that whole arc. So I think there's more people than you'd realize that would buy into X-Men. Probably not Fantastic Four, even though I would get very excited.
There's
for
a lot.
Fantastic
Right, there's a
Four.
lot of comic book people who would be very excited for Fantastic Four.
Yes, they can't wait. They're like DC when it comes to the Fantastic Four. They can't pull off a good
Yeah, I know.
movie.
Well, we have put the cart way down the line from the horse at this point.
That's how much we
so
like this game.
we're in there. So come back next week, and we will play Kang. I have no idea.
Just Kang at this point,
I have
right?
no idea what heroes we're going to play against Kang.
Our favorites? You
No,
know what
I'm
we
going to play a
should
different
do?
hero next week.
Let's play the worst heroes or our least favorite heroes. Or do we play original? Be interesting.
I mean, I think I'll play Captain Marvel against Kang.
Because you can only play Marvels.
Anyway, so we'll play Kang next week, and we'll pick some heroes
Well,
to
let's
do.
play our original favorites. Captain Marvel, Iron Man.
Okay.
See how we do.
Sounds good. Captain Marvel, Iron Man. We're gonna
And I'll
totally,
try- you know
we're gonna
what?
totally change our minds by next
I'll
Wednesday.
try Iron Man Protection.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah,
and
I'll try
play
that. I haven't done that yet.
Captain Marvel Leadership.
Which, she's great in lead. She's
I
great
know.
in everything.
She is.
There's nothing she's bad at.
All right. Sounds good.
Well, we've overstayed our welcome. We apologize, but we had a good time.
Thanks, everybody, for watching along with us. Thanks for watching afterward. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Share it with other people. Obviously, people who like Marvel Champions, but we've got so many other games that we're playing
Real quick,
that we
grab
want
that
to
box
play.
right there, Brandt. Let's just show them. We will play this this will be the next non-Marvel game we play. Flesh and Blood. You saw us play UFS, which is a more arcade-style fight between two characters. Similar concept, but plays very differently. This is more of a gladiatorial fight between two characters.
Yeah.
Start with
Yeah,
some
you have
equipment
equipment,
out,
and the equipment can get damaged and blocked.
but a lot of fun. So we will be playing this.
Yeah, it's a fast-paced game, but so different fast-paced from UFS. It's weird. So anyway, that's it. Until next time, I'm the Brandt.
I'm Larry.
We hope you step
Into the portal. Oh, that was fun.
Okay. 55 views.